Hello, 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 and welcome back to Les Growler Cats, as we are continuing our journey through Shining Force in Chapter 3. So this is literally right where I left off, so we'll just go on ahead and save. Chapter 3, The Secret Weapon of Runefaust. The Shining Force arrived in Boostoke, a town built into a mountainside. That kind of seems a little dangerous, doesn't it? Like, what about, like, landslides and boulders and just debris falling out? I hope these motherfuckers don't deal with earthquakes and shit. Alright. So, Boostoke it is. Boostoke is a cool place because, have you ever known if a Boostoke could boost? Alright, yeah, no, so... For realsies, you can't go back, remember what I was saying there? You can't do that. But this is a good place, and I'll tell you why. The reason as to why it is because we get to get new weapons. Well, not for everybody, but still. Okay, so where is my headquarters? I just kind of want to scope it out. It's got to be this down here. Alright. It has been some time since. Yeah, so I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, so there's something particularly peculiar about Boostoke. Remember this? I miss my daddy. When's he coming back? Okay, I remember actually the first time I read that line. I remember the first time I beat Shade Abbey, because when I was a kid it was kind of hard for me. As you may or may not have seen in the last part, I beat the everlasting dog shit out of him, but, well, then again, Growler did have some trouble hitting that one zombie, but we won't talk about that. Let's go buy some weapons if this guy gets out of our way. One's a weapon store, one's a candy store. And by candy, I mean items. We, like, never go to the item shop. Alright, so weapon shop. First, let's see. Deals? No deals today, alright? I didn't think so, but still worth a shot. We don't need to repair anything. Let's go straight into boy. So, you know what? We still don't have a different sword. It's still the middle sword. I thought that we would be getting the long sword by now, but it's just the middle sword. We got Power Spear, which is good for our centaurs. A middle axe, which is good for our dwarves. We already have Steel Arrow into place, so where in the heckola do I get... I must have had this mixed up or something, because, yeah, I could have swore you got the long sword here, but I guess not. So, I'm not as excited as I used to be. Something cool, though, this is a Power Spear, so this is obviously going to be an upgrade. I can now get rid of the Spear and the Bronze Lance. So... thank fuck for that. That'll free up a little bit. Actually, you know what? Come on, get me the fuck out of here. I do need to find the headquarters. It's got to be in here. Here we go. Because, ooh, who went down? Who is this? Yeah, see, I got two people on standby here. My birdmen. I'm a little curious. How come there's one open spot? Am I the 12th? Is that it? Yeah. 10, 11, 12. Me right there. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to be retiring some folks and give other folks a chance. So, I didn't mean to do that. It's going to be a little slow getting situated here. First, what advice do you got? Use your flying friends well. Also, monks and priests gain experience by healing. Alright, we already knew that. Anything else? Yes. Join. Who do we want to join? So, I'm guessing whoever has more attack. So, let's see here. Between Amon and Balbaroy. Attack is 16, defense is 7. Attack is 17. Come on, man. I didn't want to do that. What the fuck? Attack 17, defense 10. So Balbaroy is all around the better of the two. I don't know. I didn't compare their HP, but I don't give a shit. And I didn't mean to do that either. Damn this interface. So we're going to take Balbaroy. Alright, now I won't definitely want to keep May, definitely want to keep Keen. Gort and Luke are fine for now. Arthur is, so far, he's up on the chopping block. I like having my healers. I just don't see Keen being much of a... Or I'm sorry, not Keen, but Arthur really being much of anything here. So I am going to give him the boot. Alright. And yeah, I guess you don't get that longsword till the next fucking chapter, huh? Oh, and look at that. It was Arthur. Now he's just a blue flame. Isn't that kind of creepy? Doesn't talk, no nothing, just dead. Alright. Well, anyways, let me also equip our newly bought weapons. Ooh, man, look at that jump. 24 Jack Bauer. God, I hate this interface. And, ooh. I'm digging that. Alright, good shit, good shit. Alright, so next on the agenda, we need to get some axes. Let me ask you a question, mein Freund. Grab a couple of these things. Now, unfortunately, I can't equip it. Use it in good health, my friend. This will be actually the last thing we need to buy, it seems. Nerp. Nerp. Let's equip them shits. Nice little jump there. Come on, you. Alright, fair enough. Just jagging off in the corner there. What's up? It's cool, too. It's cute. They all sleep in the same room here. Alright, I may as well start selling some stuff so I don't have too much shit in my inventory. So let's do that. So I'm good. Okay, yeah, she definitely needs to sell. Man, 225 coins? Nice! Sell this spear. 112? Very nice. Not hating that. Sell that. I wish you could sell quicker, I know, but you can't. So that's why I'm trying to just kind of get it out of the way now before it builds up too much, you know? Because, yeah, he's not coming into battle, but whatever, I'll leave him with his stuff just in case. The very slim possibility of bringing him back in. Yeah, I don't really think it's going to come down to that, but, you know. Goodbye to the middle swords. Remember, we got these for free back in Alterone, too. All that looks good. Actually, oh, no, we got to get rid of this. And I don't know, that might be a... Yeah. They already come with their own swords. Okay. Alright, so... My father was taken away to the quarry, too. Please bring him back. So, pretty much, yeah, like, the thing that's going on in this town, the problem that we're having here, our little anime serial, is that, for this one... Yes, all the men have been taken from Boostoke into the quarry to slave away to excavate the secret weapon of Runefaust, which, of course, we talked about as the title of Chapter 3. Well, we didn't talk about it, but... Excuse me. But that is what the title of Chapter 3 is, the secret weapon of Runefaust. This is the way to the fights. Homegirl ain't gonna let you buy yet because you need to talk to somebody. We need to talk to this guy too. First you must help me. To cure Xylo I need to make Lunar Dew, but to do that I need Moonstone. You must go to the quarry, find Moonstone, and bring it back to me. Fair enough. Who the hell is Xylo? Well, we'll figure that out in a little bit. Make sure... Or is it this way to the fights? I don't know. Let's talk to this guy and raise Arthur, just so we don't have a creepy blue fire sitting around our little resting area here. So let's go on ahead and simply just raise the dead, because sure, why not? Dunzo, Rapunzel, and none will just do a little savey McSaverson here. And of course we'll continue our journey. We just started, you crazy friar. Friar, priest, whatever. Alright, that was headquarters there. Let's see, over here, this chickadee's hanging out. I don't know what's going on here. Just kind of want to look. It's been quite some time since I've... See that right there? We got our friend Boken from Rindo. He is mountain climbing right now. We can't talk to him yet. It's a bridge in the valley that connects Bostoke and Pau. Pau is going to be our next stop after we resolve everything going on in Bostoke. Because remember, our ultimate goal is to get to Uraanbaatar to grab a boat. And here's Xylo's inside, but he's been driven mad. Only Lunar Dew can save him. We cannot get inside to say hi to Xylo, so we'll just have to wait. Just abusing some of the fast forward here. I've been waiting for warriors of the Shining Force. Are you one of them? I'm the leader, sweetheart. Great, you must help us. Runefa's army took our men to dig in the quarry. They're looking for a weapon of the ancients, a laser eye. Diane can lead you there. If Xylo were sane, he surely could help you. And here's Diane. So now Hans is going to have a bay. If you're going to the quarry to rescue the men, you can count me in. So there we go. And actually, we're going to go back into headquarters. Thank you, Diane, for reminding me what that word is. Going back into headquarters because we're going to switch out, I don't know, probably Gong for Diane. Because he has the least of the MP for the heals. I don't see myself really leveling him up too much at this point. But I will gladly take another archer for now. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so Diane, you are in. Gong, sorry to say, pack your knives and go. Even though he doesn't use knives. That's, man, what the hell is that line from? It's not Hell's Kitchen, it's not Cutthroat Kitchen. I think it might be Master Chef. You can thank Katykins for fucking getting me into that shit. No, really, you can. The show's alright. I enjoy it. Alright, let me just make sure Diane has... Okay, she does have a steel arrow already. So that's good. You think she's standing next to him? Oh, it's so cute! Look at it. And what does she say? With me along, there's nothing to fear from flying enemies. Alright, I'm gonna take you to that. And let's see. I will fight until Dark Soul is defeated or I'm finished on the battlefield. Whew, boy, alright. Yeah, I really gotta say, I do like the way that Balbaroy looks. It's some pretty good shit there. But yeah, so we got 2 centaurs, 2 warriors, 2 mages, 2 heals, 2 archers, 1 birdman, and me. So 2 uniques. Right. Alright. Let's get a move on with a groove on. Hello, miss. May you get out of my way? Or you know what? I think it might be down this way. Yeah, this Chiquita banana is over here now. Please be careful. Those Runefa's monsters are deadly. Alright, so let's go get to it. Damn, I thought I was getting a new weapon. I guess not. Master, we have found it. The laser eye. I don't know why we both have the same voice. This is the end of that cursed Shining Force. Get rid of those men from Bostoke. They're no further use to us. Let's just get rid of them. Just kill them. Well, you think you would at least just keep them for slave labor. I guess I don't want to feed them, huh? So, anyways, yeah, there's a little stipulation with that mage right there that I gave the stupid voice to. This dude right here, okay, he may look like the rest of the other garbagey mages, but he is actually indeed different. This man is a master mage, which is a whole lot more dangerous. Okay, stronger magic, better stats, you know, that whole shebang. She bangs. These guys have blaze too. This guy has a shield ring on him, so after we kill him, it has a chance of dropping. See the shield ring right there? It has a chance of dropping, but if it doesn't, you should be able to acquire it within the deals section at a shop. The only thing is that you are going to have to pay for it if RNGesus is not going to please us. So keep that in mind. I'm not sending a mage down next to a fucking skeleton. Sorry, it ain't happening. So, you know. Mr. Luke, ready thy axe. And, oh yeah, now, yes, they also have healers now, so, you know, that can get annoying. Just so you know. Miss May the Bay, come on down. Diane with the plan. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to try and come up with something for all of them. Hey, wait, no, but what about Ken? Alright, now Ken can attack from afar. So we'll just have him stand in front of old Luke there. Good damage, especially for a projectile weapon. Sorry, did my voice just crack, Arthur? Arthur, did your voice just crack? Because I know my voice cracks, Arthur. Arthur. I'm sitting here with Odell Beckham Jr., by the way. Odell, you want to say hi? Yeah, yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to Shining Force, Part 3, Chapter 3. The Secret Weapon of Runefox. Shoutouts back at you, Odell. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the game. Well, if there's anything I know, it's about games. I play them, and I make sure when I play my game, it is never lame or it's a damn shame. Knock 'em dead, Growler. Alright, Odell, thank you very much. We will do so. Or die trying. Alright, man, Kane is level 8, huh? Sheesh. Well, good for you, Kane. Well, good thing he's got a fucking heap ton of HP. So that's a nice. Somebody get in there and heal his ass. His fine horse ass. Well, I can't do anything as far as a Blaze 2 goes, but I can hit him with a Blaze 1 for fun. Look at that fucking animation. This guy's ready to fight. He's ready, son. Alright, well, I'm not backing down, so... Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to kill this fool? You know what? No, I don't even think he's going to. Can I... No, I can't snipe this guy. Actually, if I kill that Master Mage down there, then the battle's over, so we don't want to do that. You know, I think I want to keep Keen nearby because I want him to get healed, right? So let's do that. So yeah, he's going to have to stay back. That is all. Alright, Keen's a little beat up. He's only got 1 HP, so I'm not gonna waste the attack. Because 1 HP anybody can deal out. You know what I mean, Jelly Beans? So we'll just go with this. Ooh, man, only 3. CG29, hello, welcome to the Shining Force stream. How are you? Wait a minute, I remember you. I remember you from before. I think I forget your name though, but yeah, I've seen you in this, probably a Doom stream or some shit. As you can see, Belbray is immensely weak right now, and it's going to be really hard to level him up. But we're gonna try. Yeah, so Growler's kind of falling back with the levelings ups as to where I want to be. I'm actually gonna give him this easy kill rate here. I know, you can call me a bitch all you want, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Sorry. Oh my god. Okay, yep. I'm fucking embarrassed. I'm so fucking embarrassed right now. Dude, this guy, he really has been having a lot of issues when it's been coming to, yeah, when it's been coming to landing attacks. It's actually, I've never ever seen it this bad in any of like the fucking dozens of runs I've done in this game. I've never seen it this bad before. So I don't know if it has to do with like this particular version of the game or what. I could not tell you. I've never missed that often. Like, I almost feel I should be giving him the agility ring at this point. Dude is missing more than Luke. So that says a lot. CG29, what's up, man? You seem a little quiet over there, huh? Don't be shy, my friend. Alright. So, yeah, that definitely sucked. At least we can get Kian his heal now. Oh, YouTube doesn't tell you? Well, I haven't really even been streaming lately. I mean, yes, I have been doing Shining Force for the past few days, but before that, I haven't really been doing anything. I don't know if maybe clicking the notification bell might work or not. I have no idea, because I myself really don't even do that anyways. That and YouTube just kind of hates my face too, so, you know, there's always that. But thanks for popping in regardless. You know, even if it's just for a quick moment, it's fine. Oh yes, and there's also lizard men. I probably should have analyzed the battlefield like I have been, but yes, to the south we have one lizard man, which, yes, he will be our new unique enemy, along with the priest. And Dark Elf, too. Okay, yes, Dark Elf is also, and it's basically just a yoked out version of the snipers that we fought in the past. Just, you know how they used to do it back then. Instead of changing the sprite altogether, they just changed the color scheme on it. So, you know, they can save resources and all that goody stuff. Ken's still a little beat up. That heal didn't fully heal him. Why was it so hard to say? Fully heal him. So I'm going to kind of start using a little more caution here because we're advancing on a Dark Mage, and as you all know, Dark Mages they can get a little scary if we don't play our cards right. So let's play our cards right, alright? Alright. Alright, let's see here. Moving. We're moving. Alright, so Master Mage has decided to finally dip on through. He is obviously the leader of this battle. See, I'm afraid of that Dark Mage down there, but here, I'll do that. I'm inching out just a little bit. Getting a little out of my comfort zone here. And I'm thinking I'm going to attack this Dark Elf, aka the sniper. Which, yeah, that really fucked him up. I mean, Keen's already level 9, huh? Alright, we didn't aggro the Dark Mage, so that's nice. That means that we can just, like, start going right at him once we get the opportunity. Which, that opportunity seems to be right meow. One problem is that that priest is probably going to be all over this guy's dick. But let's see what happens. Let's experimente. Man, May's health looks like shit compared to Ken's, right? But I think her defense is superior. Right? This can't reach, right? No. We're off a tile. Shit. Come on. Right, this game is very old, so the handling of the menu interface is kind of craptacular, so to speak. It definitely hasn't aged well, but the game as a whole has definitely aged well. It's just something that, you know, anybody can just, yep, there he goes with the heals. Can't say I blame him. Alright, well, that ain't good. Gotta see if I can sneak Keen in there. Shit. Shit. It's starting to get a little crowded up in this piece. So yeah, we're definitely at our first choke point in the battle. That fucking hurt. Holy shit. Damn, dude. Fuck, man. That, like, fucking sent me packing. God damn. Holy shit snacks. Jesus. Alright, I need some mage power over here, but yeah, she can't reach shit yet, so she's pretty much fucked. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to chip away at this guy. Yeah, not sure what I want to do. See, I would just move Keen over here, down over here, and attack this mage, but that's obviously not going to work. If I put Luke over here with May, he'll definitely capitalize with a Blaze level 2, so it's time to do this. This could be a miss, too, because I do believe these priests have pretty decent agility. So yeah, that was a little dangerous. I would really like... Yeah, see, we don't want to put anybody right there. I would really like to be able to fucking move Ken right about now. And see, putting him here, that wouldn't be good either. Or putting anybody there, that ain't gonna be good either. So, yeah, no, I'm just gonna chill. I'll chill, I don't care. I'll let him hit whatever. Okay, he's chilling too. So, you know what? I can subscribe to that. I really can. Alright, here we go. First kill for Balbaroy. Let's go. Good job, Roy. We'll just call you Roy from now on. He's Roy. Okay. Do we want Cool Hans to attack this idiot over here? No, I'm not doing anything until that fucking mage is dead. Hey, he didn't heal himself. Nice. Ooh, man, that's fucking hurt. Hey, you got pretty OP fucking priest over there, huh? Make my priest look like shit. What the fuck? The fuck, man? That wasn't nice. Alright, I'm gonna smack this dark mage. Not moving, man. I'm not moving for that Blaze level 2 to be hitting me. Not doing it. I'm not subscribing to you. I ain't drinking your Kool-Aid, yo. Yeah, not the most exciting game to stream, but it's one of my all-time favorites. So, yeah, see, it's not like he can take him out. His HP is just too damn low. He needs to stay back and wait for a heal. He needs a heal. And here comes the heal. Stupid heal, why couldn't you move before him? Idiot boy. Alright, no problemo. We should be able to ice that dark mage before he gets a chance to attack regardless. Here we go. We're gonna go with my main man, Gort, over here. You like that name, Gort? Gort is GOAT, baby. Come on. Oh my god. No, he isn't. He's the worst ever. He just set us up for a 3-hit Blaze attack. A Blaze level 2 attack because he just missed. So, we're in trouble now. Yeah, I can officially say that this is trouble. This is trouble right here. This guy's gonna hit a 3-hit Blaze attack. I guarantee you, he's going to. Yep. He just fucked us. Here it comes. Get ready for fucking massive damage control. Because this guy missed that one hit. And got Luke killed in the process. What a fucking asshole. Man, what a bitch. You are a bitch, dude. You know that? That one fucking hit, or that one miss, did all that damage. What a fucking bitch ass. I should have left it for a mage to deal with. I really should have. I don't know what the fuck out. Man, I'm like so salty right now. Well, I mean, like, in the growth for Luke could be absolutely fucked at this point too. That's another thing to consider. Because I'm gonna try my very best to not have to redo battles and grind, because I'm really not about grinding in this fucking game. The battles are too long to be grinding. Old Roy over there is doing pretty good. If that skeleton attacks, that's it. I'm out of fucking... I'm gonna be out of dwarves for the battle. So, the heals did that. Let's see what the skeleton does. How have I been doing? I've been doing alright. Thanks for asking. I mean, you know, no complaints or anything. Just, you know, getting ready for some life-changing events soon, and that's about it. You know, other than that, just trying to keep busy and, you know, do mine. How about yourself? Alright, I need to... What do I need to do? I guess I can just go after this effing skeleton. I don't know. Maybe I should try this guy. Here, we'll do this. This is all that this guy's been doing for the past 2 battles, is he's just been missing every fucking attack. You know what? No, I don't subscribe to that shit. No, I'm going back. This guy's missing way too much shit. Something's wrong. Yep, we're cheating. I already know I'm gonna win this battle anyway, so... Fuck it. I don't even care. Try and attack him. See if you can hit him. Man, wow, he actually did. I don't know what the hell is going on with the evade on this guy. He's just like missing every fucking attack. That's really fucking weird, man. It really is. I've never had that issue before. Alright, let's send this guy back because he needs to get healed. You're trying to get better from bronchitis? Oh shit, gotcha. Yep. So like, yeah, what do you gotta do? Just kind of like how does that work? Just same as like any other sickness, just stay in bed? Because that's like, bronchitis is that's like with the chest and the lungs and all that. Isn't that what it is? Or I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't know, like coughing and shit. Yeah, stay in bed. And get better, man. And it sucks that your holiday season is, you know, you know, like you're sick during it, but you know, you'll get better. Oh my god. Your lungs, okay, gotcha. Cough medicine and antibiotic, okay, gotcha. This guy just fucking hit me with a massive critical attack that can end the battle right now. If this priest attacks me, I'm done. It'll be fucking over. I fucking guarantee you. I have to try to damage this priest. This battle has not been going well at all. Yep, look at that. Oh my goodness. So like, yeah, how did you manage to get it? Were you just like is it cold in your area or what? Like, were you out in the cold too much, or what was going on with that? I gotta try and see if I can get this priest to heal himself. Because, man, he might have enough power to fucking kill me. Yeah, I'm not bringing old Roy over there. That ain't happening. He ain't gonna do anything to this. Yep, 1 fucking HP. Well, there you go, 2. At least he got something. And his defense just went up by 4. Alright, cool. So he is healing himself. I'm gonna have to take the lead out of the battle right now. So that's gonna be another missed opportunity. Unless I have him kill the skeleton and see if... I don't know. Yeah, because I do have a heal that's not too far away. But yeah, as you can see, this little choke point here is a fucking disaster right now. And we're minus a man, too. We're a man down. I'll try and hit him. I'll try. Alright, I had to cheat once. At least he's hitting him. So this is actually quite dangerous, I think. Need that healer, man. I need that healer to get in here. Fuck, man. Alright, well, he can heal him. But see, this archer bitch is standing on the tile, then I need the next healer to go. So, guess what? We might not get a heal. Good fucking chance. Yep, we're not getting a heal. Nope, not happening. Oh my god, man, yeah, this fight went to fucking absolute dog shit. At least she fucking hit him. God damn, thank you. Fuck. If I can just move this motherfucker back, I'll be happy. Where's this guy at? Man, just leave him there. He's got great mobility. He can cover the map easily. I'm not moving anybody until I get a damn heal. Or they come after me, which apparently that's what's happening. I'm surprised he didn't come after the lead. The other one will. No, he didn't. What the fuck is going on with this game? This shit is so weird. Alright, well, whatever. Yep, miss, miss, miss. These guys just have sick evasion. Too much fucking missing going on right now. It's absolute shit. It's a fucking nightmare is what it is. So, like, yeah, I don't know if I should just withdraw this guy for now or what. Yeah, I'm not seeing the benefit of keeping him around there. Forget it. Let's just pull him back for now. Hate to do it. I really do. Not too nice. Damn, that fucking freeze attack really did some work though, huh? We're finally getting a little bit of a break there. I see. This is the guy that started it all. This guy right here that I'm controlling. He's the guy that fucking pretty much made this battle just fucking dip dramatically. It's all his fucking fault. He's the one that ruined it by fucking missing. Ruined shit. Man, when's this guy gonna level up again? Sheesh. It's really tough to frickin' have these healers level up. I wonder if Chris can kill this guy. It's really not worth it. Alright, well, he ain't gonna be able to dodge this, tell you that. You don't dodge magic. I think there's some enemies that are immune to it. But yeah, you most certainly can't dodge this shit. Oh, look at it. I didn't know that this guy needed a heal. Shit. Yeah, no, that ain't worth it. Nope, that shit ain't worth it. I'm just gonna stay right here and just have him gatekeep. Let's see, your dad got it a week ago and you got it on Wednesday and went to the doctor on Friday. Yeah. And today's only, man, yeah, so you just got it. So, yeah, you're gonna be sick during the holiday then, most likely, right? Because, I mean, I'm assuming that does your dad still have it or no? Because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, if you do take antibiotics and all that, you might be in the clear, actually. Because, I mean, antibiotics definitely, like, help big time. Did I remember when I needed antibiotics so desperately when I was younger? I think I might have been, like, around, I don't know, 10, 11, or 12, something like that. And the doctor ended up giving me, because I had strep throat. You know, like, back in the day, it was, like, super easy to die from strep throat. But, of course, you know, I was born in the, you know, a better time. And the doctor gave me the wrong antibiotics, and, like, I straight up almost died. My pharmacist gave my mom some other antibiotics. He said that the shit that the doctor gave us was not the right stuff, So he risked his license and gave us antibiotics that were unprescribed under the table to us, and said that ought to clear me up, and it did. That pharmacist saved my life. When you take it, for a few days and you're not contagious anymore? Yeah. Gotcha. I never heard of that. I just figured, like, if you're, like, still coughing and shit, like, it would still be contagious. But I'm not a doctor, so it's not like I would really know anything much about it. I'm going to keep her down here for now. That's what I'm going to do. Keeping her right here. I'm ready to strike, though. We are ready to strike. I'm waiting for that heal still, man. I really am. So I can't advance yet. Yeah, no, I'm too busy waiting for that damn heal. Not sure if it's true or not, yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily really know either. I mean, I would, of course, assume that the virus, obviously, yeah, it's getting weaker. But, yeah, at the same time, I really don't know for sure. Alright, finally, here's the heal. Alright, after this, we can swoop in and start fighting. Luckily enough, those enemies were patient enough to let us gather ourselves. Let's just make sure we don't need anybody else to heal. I don't think so. But everybody is ready to rock. I'm doing it. I don't care. If they kill her, I don't care. Whatever. Forget it. Yeah, so it's just like a lot of coughing now, right? You're probably like you're coughing up fucking green and yellow shit is what I'm assuming. God, man, this guy just he has the speed of a fucking jackrabbit, I swear. This motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna off this fucking skeleton actually. Yeah, fuck this fucking skeleton. At least I know that'll be a guaranteed hit. See, now this chick's level 8. It hurts, but if you laugh it hurts. Yeah, gotcha. Alright. Okay, we got that guy. Well, I guess we definitely know who's getting to level 10 first. I need to get the lead to start getting some kills, man. Yeah, he's lagging behind in levels, and that ain't good. Yeah, just make sure you ain't swallowing any of that shit that you cough up. You know, that's your body trying to get rid of the garbage. So, as I knew a couple people that were like that. They would fucking just like cough, and like you could like my some of my family members, they like cough and you can hear that shit like coming up, but then they would just like swallow the shit, and it's like, dude, fucking spit that shit out, man. And they're like, well, I don't want to do that, it's gross. And it's like, yeah, but that's your body trying to get rid of that garbage. Like, you need to spit that shit out. Yeah, this is on the Genesis collection, hence the rewind and the fast forward shit. I never bought one of them fucking minis because I have a Retro Pi already that has like all those games on there. So yeah, there's really no need. Yeah, cool, good. Yeah, use that garbage can. Yeah, no, I just always found it so fucking gross that, some of the people that I knew, they would do that. They would fucking swallow that shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't swallow it. Fucking spit that shit out. Or else you're never gonna get better. Alright, let's see. Who needs a heal? Who needs a heal? But yes, I also have... This is Shining Force, obviously. I also have this for the Sega Genesis. I'm actually looking at my cartridge right now in my Model 2. But obviously it's a lot easier to stream off of the PS4. Hence why we're here. Alright, here we go. Going for a Blaze 2, and then hopefully Leader can kill Skeleton. That's the plan, man. We need him to level up. I need some levels. So, ain't nobody getting anything. Well, I don't know. I guess she can kill him. That's fine. Alright. No, he is not killing the skeleton. She is not killing the skeleton. He is not killing the skeleton. He is going to kill the skeleton. Do not miss. Good. Alright, level 8. Defense up by 2, hit points up by 4. Pretty decent level up there. Yeah, do you like strategy turn-based games at all? Like Shining Force or Fire Emblem? I know a lot of people like Final Fantasy Tactics. I could just go in here and swoop in and hit this guy if I wanted to. I like that he goes in the cave, too. But I'm not going to mess around with that. We'll leave that alone. Because we need the XP, my friend. The Windows XP. Remember Windows XP? Actually, Windows XP was pretty great back in the day. If I remember, I never had any issues with Windows XP. Better than Windows 10. Then again, like anything's better than Windows 10, right? Yeah, I understand that this isn't exactly the most popular style of game. But, I mean, yeah, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, that one just recently came out earlier this year, man. That game is freaking phenomenal. It's definitely one of the best. And it's long as balls, too, man. That game's got some long balls on it. Great game, though. I guess we're going to try and set it up to go for a Blaze level 2. At the expense of heals. Long balls. Long ball Larry. My balls are so long, when I sit on the toilet, they're in the water. No, they're not that long. That'd be kind of... I bet there's people that are like that, though, right? That they got the long balls. Their fucking balls are just dipped in the toilet water. They probably gotta, like, shift their balls or, like, hold them in between their thighs or something. Or, like, bring their balls up or wrap their balls, like, around their junk. Probably something like that. Alright, I'm going for it. Here we go. Whatever. YOLO. Yeah. You know, like this shit just, like, swings like a pendulum. Like on a clock. Like a grandfather clock. It's like that. Alright, I'm YOLOing this guy right here. I don't care. YOLO. Yo, do the kids still say YOLO? Is that still a thing? Or is it over? Are our YOLO days over? I'm gonna just try and fucking... I don't want to kill this mage yet, man. That's the problem. If I kill him, the rest of the experience goes with. We gotta try and take out everybody. It is importante. Oh, you're 34 and you never used that. That you're 34 and you got bronchitis? Dude, where the fuck is your immune system at? Like, your immune system should be OP as fuck right now. Alright, do I want to do this? I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I kind of want Leader to get a kill in. So, I tell you what, I'm going to do something stupid, and I'm going to go after Lizard Man here. Okay, yeah, you're not far from me. I'm 35, so... For some reason, I thought you were younger, man. This could be disastrous, but at the same time, very fruitful, so... 30 experience points? I'll take it. It's going around there in Michigan, the doc said. Gotcha. Gross. Absolutely gross. Staying away from Michigan. I've visited Michigan a couple times. Do you know of water... Sorry, man, I don't mean to make it sound like... I'm not trying to take something around and make it about me. That's kind of shitty, actually. It's just that, yeah, I'm trying to figure out things to say. Trying to make this chat organic as possible. Dude, the mage didn't even move. What? He didn't even do his... Alright, whatever. Well, anyways, no, what I was going to say is... Damn, that Lizard Man beat his ass. No, I was going to say, Have you ever heard or been to, I think the name of the place is Watervliet, Michigan, and it's a lot more rural, country-ish. I don't know if you're familiar with that place or not. Do you think he can kill this Lizard Man? It'd be like the one and only thing he does in this fight. He did, too. He got him with a critical. Watervliet, Michigan is the place. I don't know if it's Vliet or Fleet. I thought it was with a V, like Watervliet. Now I'm curious. I don't have my phone on me, though. It's charging right now, or else I'd look. I thought it was Vliet. Is it Fleet? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been there. Because I used to go there with a friend of mine, and we'd go there and tend to his grandma's cottage out there that she had. Oh man, he might be able to get the kill on the Master Mage. Alright, come on, hit him. Yes! Alright, cool, we're bouncing back. Cool. Cool. Alright, thank you, one. You failed. The laser eye is ours now. I don't know how it's theirs, but okay. So I'm gonna show you something a little weird in this game. So here's the key item that you need. Now I'm gonna show you something really fucking strange. Go over, I think it's here, and search. There you go. I discovered a Sugoi Mizugi. Okay, so, like, Sugoi Mizugi, what the fuck is that, right? Oh, I can't carry it yet. Hold on. Let me move some stuff here. It's the Moonstone. Just give that to her because it's shiny and she likes shiny things. But yeah, I used to go there and tend to her cottage, hang out there, get drunk. Back in the fucking early 2000s. And I went and they got like a fucking Indian graveyard that was nearby and a big ass lake and shit. Used to go fishing there. Fucking got in trouble with the cops there because we're fucking firing off weapons. So the fucking cop came the next day and was like, what the fuck, you know, and we're just like, He confiscated this fucking rifle that we had. I mean, it wasn't even ours, it was like whoever the fuck left it at Grandma's cottage. Right, what the hell am I doing? When did I get this defense potion? Move them shits. Alright, let me grab this Sugoi Mizugi here. Alright. So what the hell is it? Well, let's look at it. So as you can see, Sugoi Mizugi looks kind of bae. You know what I'm saying there? So that's exactly what it is. It is a bikini. It's not a woman. I'm not running around with a woman in my pocket. That'd be kind of cool. Kind of like Deanne from fucking Seven Deadly Sins. I need to watch the rest of that. Alright, anyways, we're going to give this over to, I think Tao can equip it. Unfortunately, though, her in-battle sprite, or in-battle model doesn't change, but her field sprite will. Oh no, she can't. Maybe it's for Henri. Let's try Henri. Because there's one for each. I don't know. I forget where the other one is. Actually, you know what? I lied. I think I might know. Oh, what the hell? Oh, maybe you can't equip it. Maybe it's just like, it just is. Watervliet, Michigan. You haven't been there. Okay, yeah, Watervliet. So I was right. Vliet. Yeah, I thought that was weird. That's like the one and only place in Michigan I ever been. Like, yeah, really country-ish. Nice place, though. Small towny. Kind of like gives me this, like, just, yeah, like a really country vibe. Really fresh air. Not a lot of buildings whatsoever. Like, they have a town, and, like, that's it. Like, I don't really think they got much more going on there. Pretty nice spot, though. I'll tell you what, the first time I went to that fucking place, I couldn't stand it. Because I went there with this guy and his uncle. And we were still kids back then, so we couldn't go on our own. You know, they wouldn't let us, obviously. So I go with this guy and his uncle, right? And we also bring another friend with us. So it's us three kids and dude's uncle. And the first night, it's okay until we learn that the fucking plumbing isn't working in the goddamn house, right? I'm giving you a little bit of a story time here, taking a little break, so I hope that's okay. Maybe you can laugh at my expense a little bit. But, so, yeah, we find out that there's no working plumbing. And it's darker than shit out there. I mean, like, it does have, like, street lights, but they're far and few between. Let's see, he says, people from here, surround here, holiday, like Memorial Day, 4th of July, etc. They call it going up. Gotcha. So, hold on 1 second. Let me be right back a second. Okay, so I go to this. This place again, no working plumbing, and we're like, well, where the hell are we gonna? You know, I mean, pissing, that's no problem for a guy. You can go anywhere to piss, but you know, where are we gonna go to shit? And he says, oh, no problem. There's a boat launching dock further down the road. And I'm like, oh, okay, what, they got, like, you know, public restroom there? And he's like, yeah, you could call it that. I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, it's not so much of a restroom, more so than it is, you know, a fucking porta potty, a fucking shit house. So I'm just like, oh my god, you mean, like, if one of us has to go to the bathroom in, like, the darkest of dark, okay, not only do we have to do that, but we got to do it in some fucking, like, old wooden fucking porta potty. I don't know if there's fucking raccoons hanging inside that fucking thing that are gonna bite my balls off or anything. So, like, at this point, I'm already pretty much wanting to go home. I'm a city boy, so for me, doing, like, the cottage and the camping and stuff like that, like, yeah, that's something. Yeah, they're fucking disgusting. They really are. Like, the whole camping thing and fishing, I actually really like that. And I like the idea of that, but god damn it, I need some form of, like, light and plumbing, you know, to really make this thing work. So anyways, this is the long and short of it. I didn't shit. And I don't mean that, like, I purposely held my shits in. Like, I didn't have to take a shit for the next 3 days. And I think that was just because my brain was telling my body, look, man, I'll make a deal with you. You don't make me go to that fucking porta potty at the dead of night, and, you know, like, we'll figure something out, you know? So I didn't shit for 3 days. That's true. Yeah, that was, like, the best thing ever. So, and then, if that wasn't messed up enough, my friends, they went, and they were telling, or my friend, I should say, he was telling me there's an Indian graveyard nearby. And he ain't lying. There's an Indian graveyard nearby, And this thing is as legit can be. So now we're already starting to think like some Friday the 13th shit here, with this whole thing. A freaking Indian graveyard. I mean, like, what is, like, poltergeist and shit. So he takes us to it at night. It has to be like 9-10 o'clock. And we go there, and half the graveyard is I guess I should be saying Native American, right? So I'm sorry, excuse me, Native American gravesite, but it also has on one side Native Americans, and then on the other side for immigrants. What little battle that they must have gotten into. It wasn't like a huge graveyard, but it had to at least be home to about, I'd say, around 100 buried dead there. And it was funny too, because the immigrants, they didn't have gravestones or anything like that. They had wooden crosses. That's how old this shit was. But the Native Americans actually did have headstones, and some even had tombstones, like the actual ones that stand up, like the nice ones. And that shit was so scary. And I had to be like 15 years old. This was a long time ago. And acting all tough, like, oh, I'm not scared, I'm not afraid. And then my friend's like, good, then here, take this flashlight, go in there and read off one of the names on the Native American gravestone. He's like, I read them all, so I know. And like an idiot, I believed them. And while I was going to do that, these two jackasses decided that they were going to fucking hide on me. So I went, I did the thing. I was scared out of my fucking brains, man. I mean, like, I was close to pissing myself. That's how fucking scary this shit was. And while I'm walking there, I shit you not, I'm literally talking to the dead and saying, like, look, I mean, no disrespect or anything like that, I'm just here to visit and grab a name. And like, I'm literally talking. I'm fucking shaking, I'm definitely frazzled at this point. So I do the deed. I forget the name, but yeah, you can bet your ass it was like one of the most Native American names that you could speak. And on my way back, I noticed that they're missing. So it's like, okay, at this point in time, I didn't know that they were hiding on me until I noticed that they weren't there. And I was like, okay, now they're just gonna try and fucking jump scare my ass. So I go on ahead. And I'm looking around and being very observant. I'm flashing that flashlight in every fucking direction. It was like a fucking rave in that graveyard, the way I was moving that flashlight around. And I actually did catch one of my buddies he just barely got out of view behind a tree. And I'm like, all right, asshole, come on out, Come on out, I fucking see ya. And they still waited. I'm like, you stupid dipshits, I seen you hide behind the damn tree. So they came out. And I was able to play it off, play it hard, like, I wasn't scared of shit, and their trick fucking failed, and this and that. And then I was like, all right, asshole, you think it's so fucking funny? Why don't you take the fucking flashlight, and you go, and you fucking find a name. And you read it off to us. And, yeah, that motherfucker did not do that. He was a little bitch about it. He did not do it. But in his defense, he wasn't talking shit like I was. So, in his defense, he had every right to decline. So yeah, that's my Indian graveyard story, and you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want any more of that shit. But from what I understand, I guess some Native Americans, they annually go over there. I think on the 4th of July, they go over there and they have a powwow, and you can actually hear them banging on the drums, and They're over there fucking, doing peyote, and they're fucking drinking and partying and shit while, they're celebrating, like their ancestors' lives. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for peyote day, but you better believe I fucking would have done it if I had the option to. Unfortunately, though, no. But yeah, they go over there and they bang on them fucking drums, according to the gospel. Let's see, were they the type of friends who mess with you? I never really had friends like that would like fucking take your hand and put it in water while you're sleeping, or mark up your face or anything like that. But that did happen to me one time, and it actually happened to me from while I was at a friend's house, it happened to me one time. I was at a friend's house, and I was staying there for the night because I was actually going to, I was actually flying out to California the next day, and he was going to drive me to the airport. Okay, so I made sure to, set my alarms and this and that. But of course, that night I decided, hey, we're going to party, fucking smoke some weed, whatever. Back then I was, big on that shit, and do some drinking. So, naturally, of course, I weighed, I weighed barely like nothing. I think, I don't know, I wasn't too small. I was like at least around 150 to 165 at that point. So, like, drinking a lot for me just wasn't in the books. I wasn't much of a drinker. So I ended up just passing out on my friend's couch, and I woke up the next day and I had fucking cock fucking and marker on my head, and, fucking fake glasses, and I already had a goatee, so they didn't give me the fake goatee or anything like that, thank God. But yeah, they just like, fucking just drawn stupid shit on me. And the guy that did it was actually not even a friend of mine. It was a friend of a friend. So I get up, they're all fucking laughing and shit. I'm like, oh God, so naturally, of course, when you wake up, the first thing that you do is, did I recruit this guy? I don't even know. Hello? Okay, I gave him the do, right? Or, oh no, I gotta use it, I think. I have to use it. Who had, okay, she has it. You give this guy this and he'll... So I confront the dude, and I'm ready to just like get into this fist fight. And I gotta be at the airport in like an hour. And I'm ready to like get into a fist fight and brawl with this dude. All at the same time, I'm trying to like get this shit off my face. Thank God the stuff comes off. I don't think they were mean enough to use fucking permanent marker. But yeah, then I got into a whole big scene there. And yeah, I almost got into a fist fight an hour before I had to be at the fucking airport. I can imagine that going to the airport, probably get banged and dinged up myself and shit. Going to see, my, at the time, girlfriend. And, yeah, so there was that. That's the only time that shit ever happened to me, where friends would fuck with me, if I fell asleep. And, well, I wanted to beat his ass. I did. But there was two other friends of mine, my friend who lived there, and then another friend who, was with us for that night, who also stayed over. He slept on the floor, whatever the fuck. And they were pretty much in between me and this other guy that I just wanted to fucking kill. But, whatever, man. It didn't happen, and it's probably for the better that I, didn't get into anything, because if you can imagine if he did get a piece of me, you know what I mean? And then I go and I visit my fucking girl at her parents' house, no less, with like a fucking black eye, a fat lip, or even worse, cuts, whatever the hell. Okay, so I think he's on my team. I'm like not even paying attention to the game because I'm telling this stupid ass story. But, yeah, could you imagine that, though? Like, hey, nice to meet you, all fucking, fucking scratched up and beat up and shit. Quite possibly still have, like, light markings of a dick on my forehead or whatever the hell they did. Fake glasses and shit. Oh, my God, yeah. It was a scene, man. It was a scene. But, yeah, other than that, no, I never really had anybody mess with me. All right. Not mess with me while sleeping. They kind of knew that I was always a scrapper. I've gotten into plenty of fights when I was younger, but not that I ever had a temper or anything. I had a loud mouth, and I always stand up for myself. So I was always easily getting in the fights. All right, we definitely want this guy in our party. So someone's got to leave. Who's leaving? Who's taking the walk of shame? I'm keeping my healers in, I know that, so I'm going to guess that it's either going to be old Balberoy here, Balberoy, or it's going to be Hans. I already have an archer, so I think I'm going to go on ahead and... Or it could be Gort, yeah. This is actually kind of a decision right now. Alright, I'm going to retire Hans. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright, now I need to go and promote. So I guess in this game, like, once you get to level 10, you can promote your characters, but if you wait past level 10, I guess they get, like, better stats. I already find this game to be sort of easy, on the easy side as is, so I'm just going to promote right away. And I think I can only promote her, yeah. Yeah, she's the only one who's level 10. She's been putting in work. She'll be promoted to wizard class. Let's just fast forward that. Alright. I think we're ready for the next fight. But, oh, you know, I'm still not actually done with that Watervliet story. Just the whole thing was actually just a real freaking nightmare, because the very next day, this guy, my friend's uncle, his name was Mike. Well, Mike wanted us to come out with him to... See, he didn't tell us this, by the way, but he wanted us to help out with just a few chores. Just a few, right? And a few chores was basically fucking maintain the entire place. And I swear, it was just an absolute nightmare. The grass was as high up... It was almost as tall as me. That's how fucking... Alright, and I'm not like a super tall guy. I'm like 5'8". Okay, I'm not tall at all. And about then, I was about the same height. I just stopped growing after a certain point in my teens, and that was it. Probably because smoking cigarettes. So don't smoke cigarettes, kids. Yeah, and had to fucking mow the lawn that was as fucking tall as me almost. Okay? I probably had like maybe a foot over it. Are we ready for battle? I don't know. Am I missing somebody? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we're not. Yeah, so look at, see, she's in that bikini now. Oh, you Japanese folk. So yeah, I fucking mowed the lawn. And while I was mowing that fucking lawn, I fucking mowed over a fucking a hornet's nest and agitated a hornet's nest, because these little bastards like to make their hives underground. And to my knowledge, there was 2 of them, and I fucking aggravated one of them. I guess I could have maybe just tried to... If I knew exactly where it was, I could have just tried to leave the mower just on there, and while they're coming out, just chop them up in, you know, little bits and pieces. Yeah, just a few chores. So that was one of the worst chores that I've ever done in my life. Another one was, this guy literally wanted us to go and climb a fucking tree and fucking start, I don't know, I guess like pruning it, I guess you could say. Like, he gave me a fucking bow saw to put up on my back, climb this fucking tree, and this tree wasn't no small tree, okay? It wasn't like some fucking redwood or anything like that, but it was a big ass tree nonetheless. Like, if I was to fall from this fucking thing, which, by the way, I didn't have any safety harness on or anything like that, no fucking ladder either, like, you had to climb this fucking thing. And, yeah, I'd go up there and fucking saw down a few branches for him. Like, why? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, did I not say that? Yes, I did get stung when I agitated the one. Yes, I got stung in the ankle by the hornet. Sorry, I kind of got sidetracked there. Yes, I did get stung, hence why I was bitching about it. So then, yeah, I had to fucking also have, you know, like, I had to deal with that. But here's the worst part of all of it. My city boy body wasn't getting enough pollutants and gasoline, you know, like, into it. So what ended up happening was I ended up getting one of the worst colds ever. I mean, like, I was sick. By day 2, I was sick. I couldn't do jack shit. I couldn't wait to go home. And then when I finally did get home, I was sick for like a whole fucking week because of that. And that was the first time I ever left this state to go out to another fucking state, and it was just the absolute worst fucking thing ever. And when I went back to that place, I made sure that I wasn't going with Uncle Mike. Yeah, I know. I went back, right? But we went back without Uncle Mike, so it was okay. Or was it? It was, I should say this, it was supposed to be okay. All right, it was supposed to be good. But here's the problem with that. We ended up going back during winter time. Okay, cool. You know, they got a lot of hills, do like a lot of sledding and fucking around, you know, get a little bit of ice fishing done. You know, that whole thing sounds pretty cool, actually. So, at least to me it did. This motherfucker, I thought he was going to snipe him right there. So, so we get there. It's in winter. It's with, you'll see, you had an Uncle Mike. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, well, this was my friend's Uncle Mike. I don't think I have an Uncle Mike. I have a shit ton of uncles, though. Actually, no, Mike, but his name is Miguel, but that's Michael in Espanol, so there you go. Actually, yes, I do have an Uncle Mike. You know, like Miguel is Michael, and Pedro is Peter, so on and so forth. Okay, so, yeah, so we go there with, let's see, 3 other buddies, so it was a total of 5 of us during the winter, okay? We get there, and right off the bat, we're like, holy sheep shit, it is colder than fuck in this cottage, okay? I mean, like, so fucking cold. So, he's like, that's alright, you know, the heat isn't on, we can't just leave the heat on, let me go fucking turn it on, and, you know, like, it'll be all good. Well, here's the problem with the heat. Yes, the heat was working, but it's the kind of heating system. It was an old heating system that had like this like little like rail track around the whole fucking house, and it was heated by oil, by fucking oil. So I don't know if you've ever seen like portable radiators before, but those things, they take a while to heat up, but they're kind of small though, you know. They're not there, they're there to kind of like heat up a room. They're not there to heat up a whole fucking house. They're there to, you know, just keep like one room heated, and it's safer than a space heater. So unfortunately, that's just not the way that this thing works. You need to have this unit running days before you even decide to step foot into this fucking cottage. Okay, I'm pretty sure the cottage didn't have any insulation. It did, however, have a fireplace. Alright, so we fucking... I'm just gonna kill this guy with him. So, but we don't have any wood because all of it is wet. It's all fucking wet because it was all outside. They didn't put any in the fucking garage. Okay, so you do know the heating system I'm talking about? Yeah. So, yeah, it literally takes days for the shit to, you know, be primed up and ready to, you know, fucking, you know, do its thing to, you know, fucking keep you warm. See, I don't know if I want to put this guy here. This is dangerous, but the hell with it. YOLO. So, this, the one thing that they did have there was those Duraflame logs. He didn't kill him, huh? They had Duraflame logs. So I just kept igniting Duraflame logs and fucking... I don't know if you've ever seen the movie, what the fuck is the name of it? The Hateful Eight, where they're in like that fucking shack and they have to... See, I don't know. I'm thinking I should just bring him over here to help defend him. Where fucking, like, it's all, like, snowy and shit, and it's, like, so cold in that shack, and then the one dude fucking, like, the one guy, he's out there maintaining the horses, so he's, like, out in the cold the longest. And then when he fucking finally gets into the shack, he's just, like, fucking, he's, like, so pissed off, he's so fucking cold, he just, like, stomps right in and fucking grabs a blanket off of the wall and fucking curls up next to the fireplace. That was basically me. That was pretty much what I did when I was there. Fucking just curled up in front of the fucking fireplace. It wasn't until we got some liquor in us that we actually started to feel better and feel warm. And then I had to go out to town the next day and get a space heater because it was just way too bad. So I actually had to spend the little bit of money that I did have on a fucking space heater because this asshole pretty much brought us to our deaths, almost. And yeah, that was definitely one of the worst moments ever in my life. And yeah, we didn't... by the time the house... I survived by... Yeah, so that's pretty much how I survived. The next day, I went into town and I bought a space heater. So thanks to Duraflame logs, which, by the way, my friend yelled at me for using up so many of them, but it's like, hey, fuck you, I'm cold. So it was thanks to Duraflame logs, it was thanks to vodka and beer, okay, because they had a shit ton of beer in the fucking, in the fridge in their little spare room area. Luckily, though, the beer had no problem staying cold, whether you put it in the fridge or fucking not. You could have had it right outside and it would have stayed just as cold. So it was because of booze, Duraflame logs, and then going out the next day to get a space heater is what fucking pretty much kept me alive. There was even a point on that first night where I wanted to go and just stay in the fucking van for the night. That's how fucking bad it was. Like, I felt that being in the van, without the van even being on, would have been the better option. And I was probably right. It probably would have been. I'm really not paying attention to this battle. I'm having like these nasty Vietnam fucking flashbacks of Watervliet, Michigan. Oh, this bitch needs a heal. But I can't get to her. This guy can, though. Let me get him up here. Here we go. But yeah, that's how I survived. A fucking space heater fucking essentially saved my life. I went and I bought a big ass fucking space heater. And of course all these clowns wanted to fucking, you know, either be in the room or borrow it or this or that. And it's like, fuck you, go buy your own fucking space heater, get the fuck out of my room. Or you're fucking, you can sleep on the fucking floor or something. You know, I wasn't like a total asshole, but I was pretty pissed off at that point. But not pissed off enough to not make a return to Watervliet, Michigan, which I think was the last time I went. And it wasn't so bad. My third and final time going there wasn't so bad. But yeah, all that other shit leading up until then, pretty bad. Pretty fucking wretched. I'm trying to remember if there was any events that happened with the third visit. Oh, I remember my friend. See, because we were younger, and, you know, we were all about partying and shit. And one of my friends kept hyping us up because he's like, yeah, he's like, we're going to have a lot of fucking fun today because guess what? I brought acid. Like, we're going to be tripping balls and we're going to have so much fun. So, the ride there from where we were, I think it was about a 3-hour ride. And he's like, yep, I got my shit, got it in the bag. I fucking made sure to bring enough trips for all of us, man. You know, it's going to be fucking awesome. And lo and behold, once we fucking get there, this guy's rummaging through his fucking bag and this and that. And, you know, we're all hyped for it. And he's like, oh, I guess I didn't bring it. So, yeah, we didn't get the trip while we were out there. Which probably would have made the whole thing a lot more fucking worth it. So, yeah. Ever since then, they've sold the cottage. I don't talk to that friend no more. I don't talk to him no more. Actually, based off of other reasons, though, not because of the Watervliet incident. Even though that would have been more than enough to just stop associating with another human being. But yeah. So there you go. It was so bad. It really was. Look at the mobility this guy has here, man. I mean, this is excellent. It really is. But I'm just going to have him fight this guy. This is Xylo. He's one of the fan favorites of the game. Ooh, a twofer. Look at that. Look at you. Nice. But yeah, that's just one of the few nightmare stories that I've had. Oh, wait, no, I didn't tell you about the fucking raccoon. Oh, yeah, let me tell you about that one. Yeah, so one of our visits there, as you may have already pieced together, there was a raccoon involved. Okay? So, this is pretty much how it went down. We go to this place, we got a few friends, it's the same setup as normal, and, you know, it's a little cold in the cottage, but it isn't too bad, and my buddy starts looking for blankets. So he opens up a closet, and by the way, I'm not in the same room as him at this point, okay? So he opens up this closet, and you know, the blankets and all that shit, like the blankets and the bedding, they're on the top shelf. where, you know, in the closet. All right, cool. So, you know, naturally just starts like feeling around with his hand, and he feels like something soft, and he's like, oh fuck, I want to use this. I want to use this as my blanket. So he fucking, he's touching this thing, and he starts to pull it down, and then he notices that the blanket turns around and starts fucking growling at him. Now, I don't know if you've ever had to deal with a raccoon in your life, because Lord knows before that point in time, I never had to. Okay, I would see them around, you know, they're basically, you know, we in the city when we see them, we call them trash pandas. For the most part, they're cute, and they just kind of like run away. But if you've ever, so if you've ever had to deal with a fucking trash panda up close, those motherfuckers are vicious. They growl, they swipe, and they have really fucking sharp teeth. And I mean, they look at you and they're like, you know, like they're fucking mean. They're fucking mean. They are not as cute as, you know, as they look. And I know you just said that you have, you know, seen them or dealt with them or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, in case anybody else ever stumbles upon this and hasn't, there you go. Yeah, they're mean little sons of bitches. They're mean. Man, these guys are just standing their ground the whole way through, huh? Alright, fuck. I'm gonna fucking hit this priest. So, naturally, my friend, he freaks the fuck out. He comes into my room, and he's like, there's a fucking raccoon in my room. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, no. He's like, there's a fucking raccoon in there. And so he tells me, you know, what just happened. And I'm like, holy fuck. So we come out of my room, and he's like, it's in there, go look. I'm like, I'm not going in there to fucking look. I believe you. I'm not trying to fucking, you know, I mean, like, this thing can have fucking, you know, rabies or whatever. I don't know. You know, like, fuck, go in there and look. No, not at all. Fucking, So, he, man, see, these Pegasus Knights here, they might come and drop down on us very soon. That's actually a dangerous game we're playing right there. But whatever. So we tell the rest of the gang, right? And they're just like, they don't know what to fucking do. I don't know what to fucking do. And this thing isn't moving. So we're like, well, let's just fucking, you know, gear up, put on our fucking pants and this and that, and grab some brooms, grab a mop, you know, all this shit, and you know, just try and get it out of there and, you know, be done with it. Well, you know, again, fucking Trash Panda is like, them sons of bitches, they got some weight on them. You know, yeah, they're eating garbage, but they're eating good garbage, because I never, not once, ever seen a fucking skinny raccoon. Let's just say that. Alright, I'm sure they exist, but not in this fucking house they didn't. So naturally, we're just trying to, like, fucking shoo this thing away with the fucking, with brooms and mops and anything that just has, like, long reach, right? And this thing isn't fucking going anywhere. Okay, it just absolutely refuses to move anywhere. So I said this. This is where it just gets fucking hilarious and fucked up all at the same time. So we just come out and we regroup, and they're like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And I'm like, well, what about animal control? Like, you know how long that's gonna fucking take to get animal control out here with all the bullshit that they already got to deal with? And on top of it, we're pretty much in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm like, alright, bad idea. Alright, how about this? Because after my animal control thing, I'm like, alright, well, what about the cops? He's like, the fucking cops are gonna answer the phone and they're gonna fucking laugh at us. And they're never gonna come. I'm like, okay, that seems probably what would happen. Alright, so then I go, how about this? Take a fucking mop or a broom, something like that. Take the biggest fucking knife that you got in this fucking house, and make a spear and fucking impale it. And now when I said this, I was saying this jokingly, alright? Because I didn't want to hurt the poor little son of a bitch. But, man, after they heard that idea, their eyes just like lit up like a fucking light bulb in the cartoons, right? Like, wow, that's a great idea. And I'm like, no, I was just fucking kidding. Like, no, don't fucking do that. I'm sure we can figure something else out, you know? And it's like, no, it ain't moving anywhere. We're gonna fucking... Basically, I told them to make spears. In a joking fashion. Because they rejected my other two ideas. But they went for the joke idea. And so here they are, fucking, you know, fucking making fucking makeshift spears and, you know, this and that. And I'm just like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking impale this thing. And it's gonna bleed all over the fucking place. I can only imagine, like, the smell of it just from, like, fucking hitting organs and shit, you know? So plead with them and let them know that, like, hey, this is probably not the greatest idea, you know, on paper. It doesn't matter, though. So they went for it, and that's exactly what they did. They wounded it a few times. It was fucking, you know, it was sad. It was sad, but yeah, that was another one at fucking Michigan. So yeah, you would think that I'd learned my lesson to stop going to that place, because there's always just something fucking awful that happens. But yeah, that's what ended up happening. They fucking went and fucking speared this motherfucker to death. And then one of the guys, when he speared it clean all the way through, that the fucking knife went through the fucking raccoon and into the wall. So the raccoon literally couldn't go anywhere at that point because of that. And then they just pretty much from there on, you know. And we didn't have any weapons with it. Like, if we did have a weapon, like a gun or something, we might have had one. But yeah, no, they killed it. Yeah, they killed it in, like, the most gruesome manner, because I told them I'll have no part in it. I felt fucking horrible that it was my idea that is pretty much responsible for that. I felt fucking terrible. But kind of at the same time, I understand that they had to do something, because I'll tell you right now, this thing did not want to go anywhere. It didn't want to go anywhere. So, you know, I do feel that, yeah, that probably, in the end, a tough decision, but it was probably the only decision. Not going to say it was the right one, but I think it might have been the only one. Yeah, we tried to get it. We had all the doors open, and we were ready to, like, we were trying to hit it with brooms and mops and shit, but it wouldn't go anywhere. Like, it was in that spot forever. Like, it wouldn't move, and nobody was going to try and touch the fucking thing. And it's not like we had like a harness, or, you know, like one of those things that animal control uses to, like, you know, like loop over the head. Like, we didn't have anything like that. So it's not like we can actually, like, try and take him by force, you know what I mean? And nobody was gonna fucking stick their hand in there and grab the fucking thing, you know, out of fear of getting bit. So yeah, we did. We tried to spank it on its ass, on its head, trying to get it to fucking come down and, you know, just run out. That's what we wanted to do originally, but it wouldn't move. It would not move. So unfortunately, yeah, we had to, you know, they felt that my idea was actually not as silly as I thought that it was. I'm gonna heal this guy, actually. So they went on ahead and, yeah, they speared the motherfucker to death. It did not die clean, man. It didn't. It died, and that's the worst part, is it fucking died painfully. I can only imagine. But yeah. And then, of course, I was still scared, because it's like, well, what if he ain't the only fucking one, you know? So right then and there, that's when I really wanted to just go home. I felt like a little kid. I want to go home. But yeah, like, yeah, the kill was definitely justified, because he didn't want to leave, and we weren't gonna fucking sit there with the fucking, you know, a wild raccoon in the fucking house. That wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, we had to do what we had to do. As fucking terrible as, you know, as I felt with the whole thing, I mean, there was very little left for us. And yeah, like he said, he's like, fucking animal control is very busy in that area, and yeah, it would be such a long time, and we don't want to sit there and fucking babysit it, and, you know, God knows what the hell else can happen. So yeah, we just had to kind of take matters into our own hands, and unfortunately, that was, man, these guys are not going to move until I get closer to them, huh? And by the way, yeah, this is the damn forest fight. It's fucking absolutely horrible, because only one of my teammates can traverse in here nicely. Everybody else is just bogged down in this, like, deep thicket of woods and shit. But yeah, now I think I might be fresh out. And us or them, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Precisely. Yeah, we had to do it. Oh, she can move around here nicely. That's because she's from this area, that's why. Yep, had to do it. It was unfortunate. But I still think that wasn't the worst time in Michigan, in Watervliet, Michigan. The worst fucking time is still by far being fucking cold. I'll take being sick all over again. You know, I'll take that shit all over again. I'll take being sick all over again. I'll take fucking, you know, the raccoon. But yeah, just the whole fucking constantly being cold and like no end in sight. My God, man. Oh yeah, and we even got our van stuck off the side of the road too. But luckily enough, we weren't stuck for long because there was a nice citizen, a passerby, who came by with his truck from wherever the hell he was coming from, probably work or something. And he came by, he seen that we were just a fucking group of dumbass city boys. So he decided to do the right thing, and he fucking used that fucking chain hook, hooked it up to his fucking truck, and got us the fuck out of there, and didn't even charge us or ask for money or anything. So yeah, there was that too. But yeah, that was small pickings compared to all the garbage that happened to me there before. Why are these guys retreating to... Okay. I also noticed that my guy missed yet again. Let's see if Diane can get a hit in here. Come on. Give me something. And the next battle is going to have a bunch of these pricks, too. It's going to be awful. The next battle is one of the worst in the entire game. Hands down, absolutely, one of the worst. This guy is going to be able to hit him, but whatever. Come on, hit him. Yes. Ooh, man, look at, I was talking mad shit, and then there you go. But, yeah, so, obviously you're not from Watervliet, Michigan. What part of Michigan are you in? You're not in, Detroit, are you? I think that's, like, the biggest city in Michigan, is it? I don't know. I forget. One second. Alright. Yeah, I don't like this battle. It just drags on too much. Not a lot of action going on in it. You're 25 minutes north of Detroit, gotcha. Yeah, that's not far at all then. Nice. Yeah, I've been to a few places around the good old US of A. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I could potentially be killed. This is getting ugly. I need a heal. Alright, let's take this fool down and retreat. That guy almost fucking killed me. Let's see, I'm originally from Chicago. And then, like I said, I visited Michigan. And then I ended up, let's see, your dad grew up in the country, so he had raccoons as pets, yeah. And which, yeah, they're cuter than a motherfucker when, you know, they're not fucking, you know, like, wild or anything. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your dad's a country boy, though. That's cool. Not mine. My dad is a city guy. Or, well, was. Alright, yeah, just keep moving north here. I need to get some heals going. Party leader needs to get healed the fuck up. I moved to Colorado for a whole month. That was a disaster in its own right. It's nowhere near as interesting, but it was still a disaster regardless. And then I moved back to Chicago because of the disaster known as was it Colorado? Yeah, Colorado. Or no, I'm sorry, not Colorado. Arizona. Arizona. Sorry, I get those mixed up for some reason. It was Arizona. And then, yeah, then I moved back to Chicago. And then I moved out to California. And then I was there for a few years. You want to know the Arizona story, huh? All right. So, it's actually kind of a long story, so I'll try and keep it. I'll try and keep it as simple as possible. But I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and in Chicago. We're both from Chicago, and she ended up moving in with 2 other friends. Okay. Oh, well, thank you. All right. Well, sure. I'm up for another story if you are. I mean, you ain't got nowhere to go, right? So, all right. I'll try and keep it as detailed as possible. It's not really a happy story or a funny story. I'd say it can be a little depressing, but there is a little humor in it. So anyways, so my girlfriend ended up living with 2 of her friends in this really nice-ass apartment. More like a condo, really. It had 3 bedrooms, 1 for each of them, and we used to go there and party all the fucking time, and it was great. Okay, so they, everything was good for like a solid fucking year or so. I'd go there, visit, fucking party, fuck, just everything that like somebody in their early 20s would ever possibly want to do. See, I don't know if I should bring him over here to these guys because they're going to start stalking me. So I think I'm going to have him gatekeep here. So yeah, everything was going great. And then one of her roommates, she ended up really just... Alright, she ended up just like coming down with like a really bad drug habit. And so she started to take her share of the rent, and everything was in her name. So she was taking her share of the rent and like for bills and all that, and she was using that shit towards cocaine. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with that shit, okay, but it's highly addictive. It fucking, it can ruin life. It's about as bad as like one could tell. So, yeah, they ended up finding out that she didn't have her money, and they were months behind in rent, and this was just foisted on them. She was using the rent money to feed her habit. So she ended up fucking, becoming homeless. So what we ended up doing, because they were evicted at this point, what I ended up doing was taking all of her shit, moving it with a couple of friends into storage. So I moved this shit into storage, and I moved her in with me to my parents' house. Well, she wasn't really necessarily having the greatest fucking track record living there, because she was used to living with, her friends and being, like free to do whatever, and she's just kind of making a scene, okay? So it wasn't really working out. My mom had enough, and she's like, she's got to go. I'm like, well, she ain't got nowhere else to go. Well, that wasn't completely true. She did have one other place to go, and that was to move in with her dad and her brother. But these guys were living basically in an apartment that they stopped paying rent on, and they were fucking stealing electricity from their neighbors, and it was just a bad fucking deal all around. Let's just leave it at that. And I'm like, man, seriously gonna fucking let this girl, fucking live there? I mean, what the fuck? Well, that's what ended up having to happen. This bitch is gonna die right here. I already see it. She's done. She wasn't doing anything. Oh no, she survived. Wow. I'm amazed. Let's see if I can actually hit this dude. And I shit you not, okay, when she did move in there with her dad and her brother, it wasn't for long, and you know what her bed was? Her bed was straight, and yeah, it was from bad to worse. Her bed was fucking plywood. I shit you not. So whenever, of course, I can get her to spend the night at my place, which was usually on the weekends because I was working really long shifts doing quality assurance, and I was doing like 10 to 12 hour shifts. So like I barely was able to even see her because, when you work long ass shift like that, you don't even have time for yourself. But, for the most part, I had weekends off. So that's when I would have her over, for, Friday, Saturday. And then on Sunday night, she'd go back, to that fucking hellhole. Well, we decided to get into contact with her aunt who lived in Arizona. And you know, it was quite upsetting to even think about this, but I was like, well, this is somebody that I love. I was with the girl for 4 years at this point, or about almost 4 years, and I didn't want her to fucking have to live. Not only was it a shit, like, fucking condemned fucking apartment, basically, but it was also, you know, fucking living with her dad, who was a fucking druggie. And, yeah, so he made the decision to contact her aunt, who lived alone in a 2-bedroom house in Arizona. So we get everything ready, you know, we say our goodbyes, but we still decide, hey, we're still going to try and make a long-distance relationship work. Okay, fair enough. I already kind of knew it wasn't really going to work out, but, you know, I wanted to try. So, you know, we're calling each other, you know, whenever we can, this and that. But, you know, after a couple months of her living there... Oh, and by the way, all her stuff in storage, forgot to tell you about that. But all the stuff that I moved into storage, I couldn't pay for the storage. You know, I didn't have the fucking money to, you know, keep doing that. So all her shit in storage, which was like a fucking couch and some fucking like other furniture and personal belongings, all that shit went away because I couldn't pay for it. And at the time, she was unemployed. I forget what the fuck she was doing before. Oh, she was a dispatcher for a taxi company. You know, this is before fucking Uber and all that shit. You know, and apps and all that. So, yeah, so she didn't have a job. She couldn't pay for it either. So anyways, yeah, so let's just kind of like flash forward. So she gets to Arizona, and we're talking to each other, you know, whenever we can. Well, one day I get a phone call, and it's her, and she's like, hey, you know, like, this is really hard for me. And it was basically the breakup, you know? And I'm like, oh, fuck, you know? Like, man, like, it's only been a couple months and she's already kind of, like, backing out, you know? So I just asked her straight up, I'm like, well, did you meet somebody there or what? And she's like, no, it isn't like that. She's like, my aunt just really feels that, you know, my aunt and I really feel that in order for me to truly move forward, I gotta let you go. And, you know, like, I don't want to, but, you know, in order to, you know, like, better myself. And I'm like, well, it's got, you know, it's a 2-bedroom, right? Would your aunt ever consider, because I hated where I was living too. I hated living at my parents' house. So I was like, do you think your aunt would consider if I came down there too to stay with you guys? And she's like, are you serious? And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, like, I love you. And, you know, fucking, I would try and at least try to do anything, you know, to be with you. And like I said, I've been with this girl for 4 years, but I forgot to mention that I was actually with her previously 4 years before that. So, because I was with her 4 years. This was when I was younger, though. Like, I think I hooked up with her when I was 15. So I was with her from when I was like 15 and 19, and then we took like a couple years like break from each other, you know, just due to differences and, you know, just all that shit. And then we did another 4-year run, pretty much. So she's like, well, let me talk to my aunt and let me see what she says. So I'm like, all right, you know, cool. And by the way, when we did do our hookup for the additional, for the basically our second term, if you will, it was like we never missed a beat, you know. It was just like, I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship like that, where like you're with somebody for a while and then you break up, but then you hook back up with them years down the road. But that's how it worked with me. Like, it was like we never missed a beat. We were, you know, we were tight as glue right off the bat again. And well, anyway, so she talks to her aunt, and to my surprise, her aunt actually is like, yeah, we can give it a go. But just so you know, like, once you get out here, you're going to hit the ground running. You know, like, I want you in fucking, you know, I want you in school or, you know, a job ASAP. You know, I don't want any funny stuff. I don't want no drinking. I don't want no smoking. You know, nothing like that. Like, nothing of the sort in her house. Like, so basically no partying, no nothing like that. And, you know, I love this girl so much that I was like, that's like one of the most simple terms and rules I've, you know, ever heard. I'm like, absolutely. Like, I won't fuck around at all, you know. Like, I'll, you know, get on the straight path. And so get this. I get down there, and her aunt's totally cool, very inviting. I'm like, man, I cannot believe that. Like, this is going to be the next chapter in my life. This is fucking amazing. How many people, get an opportunity like this? So I'm happier than a pig in shit at this point. So everything's going good. My girl is actually, she's even going to a fucking community college down there, taking her classes and, fucking this and that. And I, myself, was basically job hunting, but what I wanted to originally do was I wanted to just do like a trade school. So, in which they had there at that same community college, they had trade school classes too. So I said, well, fuck it. My dad was always kind of like urging me to, either become like a fucking plumber or, heating and cooling or something. Something where you can just like take a shitload of time off at like whenever you want and, just do a trade and get like a lot of money for like not a lot of education. So I'm like, all right, cool. I think that I'm gonna do this fucking this trade for plumbing because I already had some experience with it. I used to work at a hardware store prior to all this, and I learned a lot. So I find a job for an answering service, like of all fucking places, an answering service, which I don't even think those places even exist anymore. It paid like $11 an hour, which was pretty good back then, especially for somebody my age. So once I get the job, then that's when I start looking at trade, like the classes for my trade. Yeah, an answering service is it was kind of interesting because all right, man, thank God this battle's over. All right, I got to go back to town now. Yeah, like they were doing like answering services. This was like back, I think, like when one of the really bad hurricanes hit. I don't remember if it was Katrina or what, but yeah, like we're doing answering services for like that and all that. Well, anyways, I should say that's what I would have been doing. Just let me get into it here, okay? I go there day one to train, and then after that I go to the school and I try to enroll. Okay, for the night classes, because obviously, my job would be during the day. So I go to enroll, but I noticed that I was, the next enrollment wasn't until, I forget, it was like a few months or something like that. So I'm like, oh shit, well, that's really not a big deal. I can just focus on my job, save up some money, get a car, and, be all good. And what was really cool about the place that I did end up going to, or not going to, but the answering service place, it was actually really not far from the house. So if I wanted to, I could even bike there. So I didn't even need a car. What the hell did I do? Excuse me. Did anybody die? No. Okay, cool. Let me save. So I got a job. So I'm there with my girl. I got a job on top of it. I got plans to go to trade school in like 2 to 3 months. So I'm feeling great, right? So I come home. Yeah, it was close to the job, right? So I come home, and her aunt is like, "Oh, just so you know, two other places called, for you, if they're offering you a job." And I'm like, "Oh man, that's cool, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with this one. It gives the most pay. It's the closest. Awesome." She's like, "Oh yeah, all right, that's cool. So what's going on with school?" I'm like, all right, well, here's what happened. I went there. It seems that I just missed enrollment for class, but they're gonna be having new classes in just a couple months or a few months, whatever the hell I said to her. And she's like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, so like everything's gonna pretty much, work out nicely. Have a job, can save up, get a car, and be able to drive myself to school and, so on and so forth. So she's like, okay, but she kind of seemed a little funny, So I'm like, man, what the fuck was her problem? Well, anyways, I didn't see her for, you know, almost the rest of the day. My girl comes home from class. I think I picked her up. We come back, and then we're in our room for like maybe, I don't know, like not even 20 minutes. Her aunt knocks on the door. I'm like, all right, I guess, you know, dinner time or some shit. Open the door, and she's just standing there. And yeah, I know, she thinks like, yeah, I could just like take class whenever. It doesn't work that way, you know. So she's just standing there in the hallway, and she's like, well, listen, I want to give you guys this. So she gives us this paper, and it's pretty much like a fucking a paper that she wants us to sign, saying that like she's not responsible for us or anything. Like, she's like, all right, she was into, you know what she did for work? She was a stenographer. So she always she was a stenographer for courts and shit. She was the lady who would, you know, type out everything that was being said in court. So she was always had like this whole like legal shit going on. She was even like good friends with judges and shit. And she's like, I want you to sign this. You know, this just shows that I'm not liable. You guys are adults and all, you know, this and that. But I also want to give you this too. And she hands us plane tickets, 2 plane tickets. And I'm like, oh, where are we going? Like, I got work, you know. And she's like, well, you guys are going back to Chicago. And my fucking jaw like hit the ground, you know, like in the old school Looney Tunes cartoons. She's like, I got you guys your plane tickets, and these tickets are for tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, we also got a cat while we were out there, and all this happened within the span of a month. So she's pretty much just booting us out right then and there. She's fucking, you know, she bought our fucking plane tickets back to Chicago for the next day. Didn't even give us time to like prepare or anything. And I had no words for her. But she told me that none of this was my fault. She said she was blaming her niece because she felt that her niece wasn't giving it as hard of a go as she should be, is what she said. So I don't think I went on this, but this girl, she's not really, my ex-girlfriend at the time, she wasn't really cut out for work because she had back problems. She had sciatica, and that shit doesn't go away. You know, that shit's with you for life. There's only so much you can do with it. So she, I guess she expected her to like get a job too or something. But I thought, well, with her going to school and me, you know, working, and then I'll be going to school, you know, like this would be a good thing. But then I had no words. I had like a million things that I wanted to say. So guess what I had to do? I had to call home. I had to call my mom. And I had to talk to my mom and my dad and tell them exactly what was going on. Naturally, my mom thought that I fucked something up or I did something bad, which I didn't. My girl gets on the phone with my mom and is like, no, listen, my aunt, she does kind of have, which we did know that she does have kind of like a bipolar condition. And my mom does also know because she grew up with this woman. So she kind of knew she was like a little bit on the nutty side. So I'm sure that probably played a factor in it too. And yeah, I pretty much had to fucking beg my mom and my dad, which my dad didn't take too much convincing, but it took convincing for my mom to let my girl stay and live with us again while, you know, and try and find school and work and all this shit. And all this happened within a month. I was doing really good. I was in the best shape of my life at that point in time. I was doing a lot of exercising and biking and, you know, fucking just adapting to like this new environment and just, you know, fucking, I don't know, just like really bringing it. And I was abstaining from, you know, alcohol and cigarettes and, you know, obviously drugs because I didn't know anybody, you know, where I could buy a fucking bag of weed from or, you know, whatever the fuck. So yeah, it all just pretty much went to hell from there on, and we ended up moving back, And yeah, that's pretty much the Arizona story. Then it just kind of goes right into like the whole unfoldings in Chicago, which was just pretty much just not good. Like, not good at all. It was a fucking mess. She started to kind of hit this downward spiral of fucking around. She ended up moving in with a friend, with that very same friend that fucked her over with the rent from before, but I guess her friend kind of like cleaned up her act. Yeah, so she ended up moving in there with her. We were still together for a bit for that whole phase, but then things just started to, you know, really get rough around the edges, and then we had this fucking, like, this big-ass fight. I don't even remember what it was about. If I could honestly remember, I'd tell you. But we ended up having this big-ass fight, and then we started to reconcile afterwards. And by afterwards, I mean, like, maybe after a couple weeks. And then shortly after that, we got into another one, and she was just like, you know what, this isn't working out. And that was the end of that chapter in my life. And then it all just pretty much went from there. So, like I said, not really a funny story compared to the fucking Michigan exploits, but, you know, a story nonetheless. A lot of time wasted in beautiful Arizona. If only her aunt would have had a bit more patience and maybe not try to play the blame game and stuff like that. But I think, really, this is my assessment of the situation with her aunt. I feel that her aunt was... I mean, I hate to say it, I really do, but I kind of feel like she was almost, like, jealous of us. Like, we were fucking, you know, we were on the road to good shit. You know, we're together, we're a team, you know, we're, you know, accommodating each other. And her aunt didn't have anybody. You know, she didn't have a guy or a girl, you know, whatever the fuck she prefers, I don't know. I know one of the judges was trying to hook up with her, but I think, like, he was friend-zoned like a motherfucker. Because we did have him over for dinner a few times, but, like, nothing came of it. They never gave off that couple vibe or anything of the sort. So I think that, yeah, maybe she was just kind of feeling a bit, like, left out. Like, maybe, like, when I came, I kind of, yeah, a judge got friend zoned. It happens to the best of us. I think that when she just, like, seen, you know, like, how happy we were and everything, I think that might have made her a bit jealous, and maybe she was kind of getting left behind, and maybe, just maybe, I kind of, like, took her friend from her. But, like, I wasn't necessarily really doing that. I mean, they could have hung out whenever. She never really asked to do anything, and, I mean, I guess a strike against us, we never really asked her either, you know? I mean, like, she was an older person. We felt that, you know, she had her own shit going on, which, you know, I'm now seeing that was definitely a mistake. We probably should have tried to involve her in some of our plans, regardless, you know, even if she would just decline. You know, maybe we should have tried a little better as far as that goes. So, yeah, that's pretty much the Arizona story wrapped up in a nutshell. I mean, there really isn't too much more to say about it. It's just pretty much a lot of fucking exercising and, you know, just trying to get, you know, on the right path. You know, I'm away from my friends that, you know, I was kind of fucking, you know, fucking around with, you know, partying with a lot. So it was good to be away from them, and that's when I started to really feel like a responsible adult. Is, you know, when I was away from them and, you know, fucking trying to get my life on track here, and, you know, I was doing a pretty damn good job of it. I mean, I got a job in, like, the matter of just a few days. You know, and I ended up getting all 3 jobs that I applied for on the one day, and they and 2 of them called me back on the same, not the same day, but like 2 on the same day called me back. But the other one called me first, and that was the one that was closest, that, you know, had the most pay. So of course I took that, and it had a set schedule too. So, like, that was awesome too. And the people there were, you know, I mean, from what I could tell, because I only went there for one fucking day. One day. I never got paid for that one day either. As a matter of fact, no, you know what? She gave me the money for that day. Her aunt actually gave me the money because I guess, like, she felt guilty. So, yeah, she ended up fucking paying me, I think, like, well, I said it was $11, so, yeah, 11 times. So, yeah, she gave me, like, $88. for the day. She's like, and I know that you worked and you're not going to see that money, so here's this. So at least she did that, you know. All right, so this is one of the worst battles in the game. I was actually thinking about killing the stream, but I'm gonna persevere through this fucking battle, because I if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. Yeah, no tax. Yeah, I didn't get taxed. That would have been funny if she did, though. Like, hey, by the way, you know, I know I'm like totally fucking up your plans and everything that you guys have been making for the past month, maybe month and a half. You know, I know it wasn't too long. Yeah, we're living there. We didn't even have to pay rent or anything. My next focus was to get a car. Like, that was the next thing. Like, I was on a fucking great track, you know. Was just to save up some paychecks and fucking boom, there you go, get a car now and be able to drive myself to school, not have to borrow her car to, you know, or anything of the sort. And, you know, been great. You know, we were eating healthy, we were exercising. I was doing all the man type work over there, you know, fucking, you know, if she had any issues with anything. My judge friend said should take taxes out of his 88. I know, right? And what's funny, too, is that she probably ended up they probably mailed her the check, by the way. They probably ended up mailing her the check. But, I mean, like, I wouldn't be there to endorse it, though, so I don't know what the hell whatever happened with the check. Alright, I'm neglecting to see health here. Where are we going? Where are we going? She might have, which is completely fine. I don't care. I got paid, so it's not like it really mattered to me. I gotta let this fucking thing shoot at least once. God, this is gonna suck. I hate this battle. Yeah, I'm sure she didn't tell the judge that. And if she did, she's an idiot. Dude, telling that story, like, literally, like, brought me to a sweat. Oh my god, you know what? I'm not even supposed to be here doing this fight right now. I have to promote characters. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. I need to leave this battle. I forgot I need to promote characters. Shit. Well, that's a fail. Gotta do this over. Oh well. Oh well, that kind of wrapped up story time anyway, so... And then, yeah, it pretty much went from there. Then I was in Chicago for a while, and then that's when I finally moved out to California for a few years. And that shit was fun. That was good stuff. It was good stuff up until it wasn't. Yeah, story time. Story time for, what, the California expeditions? Yeah, I was in California for, fuck, I think from 2010 to 2014. Or 2009 to 2014. Something like that. You know what? He can just use this and get us out of here. Yeah, just use this. Here we go. That'll bring us back to town. I need to promote people. I forgot to do that. Fucking story time. And then, yeah, that's when the California saga starts, because I ended up meeting my now wife, Katiekins, which she's been on some of my streams here and there. But I ended up meeting her on an online video game, and we were actually friends before anything. We used to play the game together, but then stuff started to kind of get a little serious. We used to have like talks and shit, and then it just kind of all unfolded from there. Hold on, I gotta swap out my controller. It just died. Oh great, this fucking controller isn't charged up either. I don't know why not, because I had it charging on the thing. What happened? Or no, you know what, I didn't. Shit. No, I didn't. I lied. I had my phone charging. Forgot. But yeah, I met her on online, and it just all pretty much popped off from there. And yeah, that's who I'm still with now. Still, it's just this past Thanksgiving. is our 10 year now. 10 fucking years now, man. Sheesh. Yeah, I wasn't single long after the after the whole Arizona Chicago incident. Man, this guy's still level 9 though, huh? Shit. Thank you. Yep, now I'm here with her, and now 10 years later we're gonna have our first kid. Maybe first and last. I don't know if I wanna have more than one. But she's ready to pop in about a month now. Her due date is on the 20th. And this is pretty much where the road has taken me so far. Does anyone else need to be promoted? No, it's just him? Oh, what? Oh no, here we go. Alright, there we go. And now I'm not in California anymore. Now I'm in Ohio. Yeah, we'll see how the first one goes, exactly. But yeah, definitely not going to be in no rush. I told her, I'm like, well, you know what? Why don't you just going to ask me a few years down the road, and, you know, we'll see. Unless it just happens, then, you know. Because my pull-out game hasn't been as good as it used to be, apparently. Alright, so, can I help in some other way? I don't know. Can he? Can he help? So I know anybody who's, like, coming here to actually watch this game being played isn't going to like it whatsoever. But unless they like stories, then yeah, then maybe. Yeah, the pull-out game ain't as good as it used to be. Because, man, let me tell you, that girl that I was with for 8 years, boy, man, I was like fucking, like never used a fucking condom. So my pull-out game was fucking great. And by the way, she was a, yeah. Look, you know, I'm not even going to say anything, but yeah. Alright. Continuing my journey. Yeah, I guess, man. I really don't want to do this next battle, but this battle is so fucking annoying. It really is. I would probably go as far as to say, yeah, it did save a ton of cash. Man, I had a great 20s, man. Like, my 20s, for the most part, were good. You know? Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of partying. A lot of fucking hanging out with friends and getting to see, you know, more of the country. You know, especially California. Not to say that Arizona wasn't great, because it was. It was a lot of fun checking that place out. It's so much more different than, you know, what my city boy ass was used to. So, you know, yeah, there was definitely a lot of fun going on. And, yeah, it was a grand old time. I seen all the, you know, fun places. Like, you know, went to Universal, went to Disneyland a few times, and all that shit, you know, out there in Cali. I've been to, you know, all the hot, no, I don't want to say all the hot spots in Chicago, but, you know, all the famous, you know, spots. I've been there. I haven't been all around the country, but enough. I've never been out of this country, though. If I was to go anywhere, I think I'd like to go to Japan. But I don't think that's going to be happening any fucking time soon. But yeah, I would like to go there. Your mom has family in Ohio? Do you know where in Ohio? Because I'm basically, I guess you could say, in Cleveland. Close enough. I think, like, yeah, it's technically not Cleveland, but it is, so to speak. Oh, in Toledo? Okay, got you. I do know a guy in Toledo that that same game that I met my wife, he played that game too, and he lives in Toledo. Not the biggest fan of him, though. Don't really care for that guy. You know what that guy is? Have you ever had to deal with here I go again, just fucking ranting. Have you ever fucking known a person that absolutely, no matter what, has to one-up you in every single fucking thing that you do? So let's just say, for example, hey, I got $20 in my pocket. This motherfucker will be like, well, I got 25. You know, like, just an absolute one-upper. There's an Old Spice commercial, and if you just type in, like, Old Spice in YouTube and, like, just Old Spice one-upper commercial, I'm sure it'll pop. But yeah, the one-upper, he's that kind of guy. So let's hear. In 2014, you went to an Indians game, and you like going there? Cool. Yeah, it's not a bad place. I mean, I find the people to be a lot more friendly here in Ohio than they are in Chicago, for the most part. I've only had to deal with a few dickheads. But yeah, I'd say for the most part, though, the folks in Ohio are definitely nicer. But I mean, is that really a surprise? I mean, come on, it's fucking Chicago, for crying out loud. But yeah, that fucking one-upper, man. Oh my god, he would just never shut the fuck up about how he just has something and it has to be better than yours no matter what. Hate that shit. And that's why I like never fucking talk to that guy. My brother-in-law is like BFFs with him. So every now and again I still have to fucking, you know, hear this guy's fucking name. Yeah, he is an insecure guy. He's a fucking tool bag is what he is. How did I do this? How did I... Oh shit, what am I doing? I did not want to do that at all. I wanted to use freeze, but like, I got booted out of the thing. What happened here? Full screen, please. Thank you. I don't know what the hell I hit. I hit some sort of shortcut. At least you leveled up off of that. But yeah, pretty much an insecure guy. And I mean, if you've seen this guy, you would definitely understand as to why he's insecure. Like, he's overweight. He's not the best looking guy. He only has stupid shit to talk about. So, like, yeah, his personality game ain't even on point. Because you think, well, I mean, like, if you're a fat, ugly guy, at the very least, if you got a good personality, that can carry you very far in life. But, you know, he doesn't even have that. So, you know, there's another strike. But yeah, that's the only thing that I know about Toledo is that the one-upper lives there. And yes, I had to meet him face to face once. I didn't want to, but I had to. Yeah, or if you're funny. That's true. But yeah, I guess you can definitely put in the personality category. But yeah, I know my sense of humor has definitely carried me, you know, around the ladies and just people in general, you know. But yeah, that dude, he's an extreme shithead. I mean, like, not even his wife likes him. I'm surprised that she's still with him. I guess just because they got a kid together, so. I think they have 1 or 2 kids, I forget. Like, that guy made sure to leave it in, so, like, you know, fucking, she wouldn't go anywhere. Because, yeah, he's a stroke, and I'm not talks a lot of shit about people, but that guy in particular, man, I'm just not a fan of him. Like, anytime I've ever talked to that guy, man, it's just always been a displeasure. yeah, he made sure to leave it in so that woman of his wouldn't go anywhere, so. But yeah, I heard that they were getting divorced, and then I heard now they're trying to work shit out, and then the last time I heard, you know, that they're, sorry. Sorry about that. Well, they say laughter is the best medicine, so maybe the coughing and all that's helping you fucking get that garbage out of you so you get better. I'm gonna let this thing fucking blast before I fucking move. Yeah, because he ain't really got anything, yeah, he really ain't got anything else good going on. I mean, man, I'm over here saying that I don't like to talk shit about anybody, but even the brother-in-law, man, I'm... Don't get me wrong, I do love him. He is family. But he's got this tendency to make every single conversation about himself, and he doesn't listen. So, like, if you're just talking, like, you know, like when you just, like, talk to somebody and they're just, like, you know, like, they look like they're listening, but really all they're doing is just getting ready to say what they want to say. He's like that. He's just getting ready to say what he has to say, and, you know, fuck what you have to say. And if you say anything that he might even be able to remotely reflect on and make about himself, he will do it. So there's a lot of... When you talk to this guy, there's a lot of I's and me's in conversations. A lot of the word I and a lot of the word me going on in those fucking conversations. So you can't sit there and have a legitimate conversation with the fucking guy. He's 37, 38 years old. Actually, I think he just turned fucking 38. And he still doesn't understand how to fucking carry a basic conversation. But here's the thing, okay? It's like, well, fuck. How did this guy even get married in the first fucking place? You know, because there's many women, I'd say about fucking 95% of them, that most certainly don't want to have conversations like that. So how the fuck would this guy be able to get married? Well, let me tell you, this guy has seriously married one of the most chill women in the history of women, which is my wife's sister. This woman is such a sweetheart, and I think that she's just so fucking used to it now that she just kind of sees it as a normal thing, which, I mean, it is a normal thing for him. She sees it as a normal thing and is able to just kind of zone that part of him out. They have 2 kids together, so obviously she's still having sex with the guy. I don't know, maybe he's good at that, maybe he's good at sex, I don't know. You know, maybe that's what it is. She doesn't seem like the lustful type, but, you know, the nice, sweet, quiet ones, well, they might surprise you, so could be that. Could be that he's, as they say, demon in the sack. Man, I wish this thing would just hurry up and pop off. See, it has this counter here, and I still have to wait for it for one more turn. So that's why I'm just sitting here, story timing it and talking shit about people now. This is what the conversation has devolved to. Let's see, well, I was going to say he must be hung like a horse. Who knows? Exactly. Yeah, the guy's got something going on that I'm not aware of. And yeah, that is, wow, man, he like didn't hurt him at all, and that's probably what's carrying him. Yep, here we go. God damn it. I hate this fucking fight so much. I really do. This is just this is just like one of the most painful. Yeah, he did do something right. Yeah, I remember, you know, yeah, like, I mean, because I've known them now for fucking, you know, for fucking 10 years, and anytime there's a conversation, I know that woman has never gotten in a word edgewise, so I don't really think she cares. I think she just kind of ignores it and whatever, man. Like that shit doesn't even faze her. That's like how fucking desensitized to it all she really is. Well, he used to. Well, wait a minute here. Hold on. It's not does he have one, more so, but did he have one? Because, yes, he does have a job now, but the jobs that he used to have were absolute shit. They're absolute shit. He did have one good paying job back in California. Like, he was working at, like, in California, he was working at fucking Red Robin, which, you know, they're not fucking paying anything. He was working at Quiznos, which they're not fucking paying anything. And then his dad ended up getting him a job at the fucking pier for military base, because his dad used to be in the military, and he got him a job, but he can only get, like, literally all the guy had to do at work was just look at monitors, and, like, all he was doing there was just, like, watching anime for a graveyard trip. But it was part-time shift, though, but it did pay decent money. And then he flip-flopped a bunch of jobs here in Ohio, too. So far, he's flip-flopped 3 jobs. Just the way you say they ain't paying. They ain't paying. I know that. I know that shit for a fucking fact. That if you're working in, you know what? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Red Robin's gonna give you fucking more money than McDonald's is gonna give you. I get that. But, you know, it ain't gonna fucking be much. But, yeah, he's flip-flopped on 3 jobs here. He had a machinist job when he first got out here. And his his father, his stepfather, actually, so I got his other daddy part 2, got him the job out here, and they see promise in this guy, because this guy is a smart guy. Don't get me wrong, he is a smart dude, and you know, for a lot of things, he is a cool dude, he's a helpful dude. Okay, so I just want to go on record saying that. Nowadays, you get 11 to 13 for McDonald's. Yeah, well, back then, you weren't getting that fucking much, and, you know, I don't want to talk shit or anything. Well, you know what? McDonald's rarely ever fucks up my orders, so that's fine. It's the people that work at the rallies near me that fuck up my order all the time. Alright, I'm so glad he didn't attack the chick. Nice. Alright, so, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah, so anyways, yeah, so stepfather got him a machinist job. They must have seen some promise in the guy, so what they ended up doing was, they promoted him a couple times, or they gave him a raise a couple times, and then they said, look we're gonna send you to take some classes. So, I mean, whatever the classes were for, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna send you to take some classes, you come back, you know, and then we'll promote you. Obviously, it's gonna come with the pay raise. Yeah, rallies and checkers. It's the same shit. Like in Ohio, it's called rallies. In California, it's called rallies. But then in Chicago, it's called checkers. Like why? I don't know. But yeah, I'm guessing like 2 different owners or some shit. I have no idea. So they send this guy to school, and then he comes back. They keep their word. They promote him. They give him another pay raise. And then, like, a fucking month later, he leaves. And he leaves for a job to be a banker. Okay? A fucking banker. No problem. So, yeah, checkers in Michigan, too. No, that's actually interesting to me. Okay, so Michigan is also checkers territory. Gotcha. So, he, who needs to be fucking healed, man? Sheesh. Alright, she needs a heal. I know he needs one, too. Let's give it to him. Oh, no, I can't even reach his ass, can I? Nope. Nope, sorry. That's what you get for being a flyer. Yeah, so he goes to work with this fucking bank. I forget which one. I don't think it fucking matters. And now, I'm not saying that working at a bank is a bad thing or anything like that, because by no means, you know, I'm not frowning upon any of that shit. Not at all. So, I just knew. I knew he wasn't going to be happy there. This guy is not that type of guy, man, okay? So, he leaves this, you know, pretty decent machinist job to fucking go and work at this fucking bank that he's only at for about a few months. And then from there, he leaves to go and work at Firestone. Now, he's going full circle at this point, because that's actually one of the jobs that I forgot that he did, was he used to work in automotive back at Sears, or not Sears, I'm sorry. Was it Sears? Yeah, no, you know what, I think it might have been Sears. So now he's coming back full circle, doing the same shit that he did years ago, now back at Sears, or I'm sorry, at Firestone. Yeah, Firestone Tires, exactly. So now he's going and he's doing that. Alright, fair enough. You know, I can definitely see him being a lot more happy than just like some banker job, for sure. You know, like, he can kind of like shoot the breeze with the guys, you know. It's a lot more of a... It's a lot more of a non-PC environment, you know. It's like a place where more manly men go to work. You know what I mean? Like, of like that type of ilk. Believe me, I know, because I worked at a fucking hardware store for 4 years. So, I know that environment is going to be a lot more fun to work in than a fucking bank. You know, and at the bank, you gotta fucking get dressed up every fucking day, and, you know, fucking dress shirt, dress pants, a tie, and, you know, that whole deal. Like, that's really not him. You know, that's really not his style, and that's completely understandable, you know. So he goes and he works with Firestone, and he gets this big push by them. Now they want him, they send him for classes for management. They want this guy to manage his own store, and he does it. But I knew once he got into fucking management there, I knew that was the end of it. that he wasn't gonna want to stick around like that. Yeah, yeah, he's getting a John Cena push, exactly. Exactly. He's getting this big-ass John Cena push, getting over his hell. Fucking, you know, everybody loves him. All is right with the world. And he comes back, and yeah, so now he's doing manager stuff. He's getting, you know, he's making really good fucking money. Doing really good. Yeah, you got to take that push, right? But now he's also management. So you know what it is when it comes to management. You stop becoming everybody's fucking friend that you work with. Like, you can be nice to them, but you can't just necessarily be their friend anymore. You know, you have to be their boss now. And, you know, like, as I was stating before, here, I'm going to put him here to get a heal. And as I was stating before, you know, he's really not about that fucking life. So he actually stepped down as manager. With all that nice fucking money. I'm going to leave this team here. You know what? I've managed a couple times, and I got to tell you, I could never find that line to keep it cool, because if you try to be cool with them, they kind of try to take advantage, I feel. At least this was my own personal experience. Like, they try to be a little too chummy with you, and they try to press their bounds a bit. One sec, I just got a text here. Okay, one sec, sorry. Well, the wife just texted me and was asking if I wanted to go shopping with her later. I know she could give two shits if not, so I don't know if I want to do that or not. That's all it was. But, you know, at the same time, though, I mean, at least the guy's happier. He's got his sanity. He's not in financial peril by no means. So, you know, I just kind of feel like that's completely fine. But what I don't understand is why even go through the process in the first place? Don't put yourself through that. You're not that type of person. Don't fucking, you know, don't go for it. And you know what? They're having them do a lot in a short amount of time, too. Like, they already had this guy fucking, like, going to different states and conventions and, you know, all this fucking nonsense. You know, and he just got his feet in the water. It's like, I think you might want to, you know, fucking ease up on, you know, a new management employee like that. Yeah, he did have the kids then. And that was one of the things that I was just like, well, fuck, I'd still just take the fucking money, you know, no matter what. So that was actually, you kind of got ahead of me, but that was the one thing, though, that I did want to say. I was like, but man, yeah, with all that extra fucking money, though, his wife could have just stayed home from work, and he could have just, you know, did the management job, so on and so forth. But they don't even really need a babysitter. The kids are still very young. They got one that's like a year and a half, and then they got a 5-year-old, and I think he might have autism. They haven't said for sure. I think they're really trying to. I think they're kind of in denial with the whole thing. But even though if they have a special needs kid, grandma and grandpa live with them, so they have full-time babysitters and people there to care for them. You know, so they're actually in a really good fucking spot right now. But yeah. Yeah, I know, it's a shame, but yeah, I don't know, like, I guess, like, he's showing signs of it. Man, fuck, I don't know what I want to do here. I think I want to put this chick down here. I don't know what's going to happen if I go up here. I don't know what the counter's at, damn it. Yeah, you know, I guess, you know, when they're ready to cross that, you know, that bridge, but yeah, he's really not talking too much. Yeah, I really shouldn't be bringing her over here. Let's bring her down here. Yeah, you know, they got the grandparents that, you know, fall back on, so that's nice. Can this guy hit me from there? No, I don't think he can. Yeah, so they're definitely getting a break as far as, you know, all that goes. Alright, let's see what counter this is on. 6-5, okay, so we still got plenty of time. We still have time. So I'm gonna take these guys out then, fuck it. The kid could just be shy, but they should get, you know, while they did get him tested, they tried bringing him to speech therapy and, you know, doing different things. He's, you know, like, he's not even in, like, legit school yet either. There's, like, a lot of problems. He doesn't really necessarily talk so much as, like, he does a lot of mumbling and he does a lot of, like, gibberish talk still. He's 5 years old. He's not potty trained. So, yeah, he's definitely got some signs, you know, some telltale signs of, you know, some issues. So, yeah, and I just think that it's mainly his dad that's kind of in denial with this whole thing, because he keeps telling me too, he's like, well, you know, they say that Einstein didn't talk until he was, like, you know, a bit of a later age and this and that too. So, like, he's still hanging on to hope, and I mean, like, that's definitely fair enough. You know, he's still hopeful, but, you know, that time may come when he's just going to have to accept the fact, you know, if it is indeed fact, he's going to have to accept it. And, yeah, I don't think he's ready to accept that quite yet. Damn, her agility just skyrocketed. Holy shit, weird. Man, I got Blaze level 3 now? What the fuckles? Please kill this guy. 1 HP left. Well, at least he leveled. Yeah, and I can only imagine, so I can't really fucking sit here and say anything about it, you know, like, as far as just facts of what I know. But yeah, the kid is clearly not, you know, he's definitely not showing signs of a normal 5-year-old, so to speak. Is this guy gonna kill me? No, is the other guy gonna kill me? Here, who's killing who? Okay, he's gonna hit her. She should survive this, though. Okay, or not. Damn. Took her out of the fight. That's not good. That's bad. That's really bad, actually. Damn. I got another mage, but she's all the fuck the way back there. Damn it. Yeah, this ain't good. That sucks. Alright, let's see. I gotta get my shit together. This guy cannot attack from far away, so there's really no need. Alright, we'll take her. Finish this idiot off. So what about you, man? Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? I feel like I've been keeping the conversation one-sided as all's fuck. I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine too. I've talked to people online that really don't feel like divulging any information. I probably divulge too much fucking information. I get a little too chatty every now and again, I feel. Shit, I'll tell you this, I feel like cracking open a beer is what I feel like doing. It's a little warm in here. I put the thermostat up, but I think it got a little too warm. One sec. Yeah, fucking 77 degrees in here, man. I am not a 77 degrees kind of guy. I'm like a 72 degree kind of guy, but I have to keep it at least at 75, or else she's gonna freeze to death. Alright, I guess I'll try this guy. Don't miss. Do not miss. Alright, good boy, good boy. Yeah, 77 degrees is too fucking hot. I'm a fucking psycho for having it at that. But it felt kind of cold earlier, so that's why I put it up a bit. I didn't believe my thermostat until I started fucking sweating after telling a story. Well, multiple stories. Yeah, then I just got, I mean, I got a bazillion fucking stories, man. It's just a matter of, like, yeah, you know, like, which one. I got, like, some really fucking dumb ones. Some funny ones. A lot of shit that happened like when I was younger. Oh my god. A lot of dumb shit. Did a lot of dumb shit, said a lot of dumb shit. A lot of people saying dumb shit to me. Good times. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Alright, does she have a healing item? No, just a fucking antidote. I got this sniper just chilling out over here. Yeah, exactly. Who hasn't? I'm just gonna hit him. I don't care if he kills me. I don't even give a damn. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. If you ain't got nothing else to do and I ain't got nothing else to do, I can tell you the fucking... the first time I went to California was... Well, no, then again, that story really isn't that... It really isn't nuts. It's just kind of weird. Because when I met her in the physical for the first time, when I met Katie, like, in person for the first time, like, I pretty much had to meet all of her family for the first time, too, because she was living with her parents still. Alright. So, yeah, could you imagine that? Like, imagine going out on your first date and, like, I don't know, like when you're an adult, you know, like if you're going out on a date as like a kid or a teenager or whatever, like I think it's probably almost mandatory that the parents meet you right away. Right. But, you know, if you're an adult, you really shouldn't be meeting the parents until like, you know, you fucking, you know, until at least like, I don't know, what would be the time? Like a couple months? Something like that, I think would be fair. Yeah, like unless you're serious or a few months, like something, right? You know, like until you've actually like established the whole fact of the matter of, you know, wanting to, you know, take the relationship further. So, exactly, unless like you're serious. But like, yeah, I had to meet them right off the bat. And don't get me wrong, they're, you know, they're nice enough people for the most part. I never have any issues with them. You know, it's nothing like on fucking TV. Maybe going to go live together or get engaged, that type. Yeah, like, I'm even saying, like, I mean, shit, it's even more acceptable even earlier than that. But, you know, like, yeah, like something like that, then, yeah, definitely. I need to heal this guy, man. Sheesh. This battle has been a little weird. Alright, we're gonna be able to... No, I don't know if we're... I should be able to kill this guy. I should. Come on, man. Die. Just die. Die. Yes. Yeah, you're dead. That was a critical, too. So, he gone. But yeah, I had to do that. Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah, time to start moving the team up. It's time to try and close this battle out once and for all. Because this is awful. Like I said, right here, this is probably the worst battle in the entire game. I mean, it wasn't like rough or anything, but I was actually staying there with her at her parents' house for 10 days, but here's the plot twist. Yeah, there's a plot twist. The fucking plot twist was this. The plot twist was that their family was actually in kind of, I don't want to say like necessarily a bad spot in life, but a complicated one. Where they were actually moving out of like their big ass fucking like mansion of a house. Her parents used to be rich, and then her dad lost his job and was fucking living off of like whatever severance package they gave him, and along with like whatever the hell he managed to save up, you know, like all those years. Well, they were moving now, and they were moving back to Minnesota. They were in the midst of that. All the while, I'm over here visiting while they're getting ready to, like, say bye to their home. And Katiekins didn't fucking tell me this before I came out, because I never would have came out. So I guess that's why she didn't tell me. So, yeah, I had that to fucking deal with. Alright, you know what? We're gonna use this power ring. So, I don't think that they were probably in the best of moods. Come on. Just want to make sure that power ring ain't cracking, because your items that you use, they can break. We don't want that. But I mean, they were still nice to me. I was still able to do a lot of sightseeing. Like, I went to fucking... I never been to SeaWorld before. We went to fucking SeaWorld. I never been to fucking Disneyland before. We went to Disneyland. Like, we went to fucking Universal. At the time, I was pretty broke dick, too. But, you know, they hooked it. I went to casinos and shit. They even bought me beer. So, you know, it wasn't like a terrible experience, you know, by no measure, not at all. But it was an interesting one. Yeah, that's Chicago talk right there. That's the Chicago slang coming out. Yeah, I was fucking broke dick, man. Like, fucking had very little to my name. I think I came out like with maybe just like a couple $100. That was just mainly to like fucking feed myself. And I thought that we were going to be, you know, most of our time would just like be inside chilling, you know, like fucking before Netflix and chill was a thing, you know, Netflix and chill that shit. Sort of dealy. But no, it wasn't that. I need to take this thing out before anything else. I just don't know if this guy can actually heal it or not. You know what? He might be able to. I guess we're going to find out the hard way, huh? Alright. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I did like a lot of that stuff. Well, I'll tell you this: what we called it out in Chicago was pop. But out in Cali, they call it soda. But since I've been exposed to like both regions, I call it both. You know, like there's no one or other for me. But yeah, I would say that I probably started off calling it pop. Which I think is probably what you call it too, right? You guys over there call it that? You call it pop? Yeah, that's what I figured. You call it pop there too. It's just kind of like one of those things. Alright, I want to frickin' heal is what I want to do, man, so... But then again, I can buff up. If I get this guy buffed up. But then he ain't gonna be able to level up, man. Shit. Alright, you know what? We're gonna buff up anyways. I could just buff myself up. I forgot you can do that in this game. The power ring's pretty fucking OP. Alright, let's do it. Fuck it. Yeah, I got all of our, yeah, see, smoke rises from the power ring, so I can't use it anymore. Or else it's gonna break and then I'm gonna lose it forever. Oh, this guy, they're dipping! Oh, nice! Sweet. Dipping, that's another word that I think is a Chicago thing. You guys use that word at all? Dip? I don't mean like the shit that you eat with chips. Myers... Is that, I've heard of it. Is that a grocery store? Because, what we had was, in Chicago, we had a place called Dominic's, which is basically like, yeah, like that type of grocery store. Here, it's called, in Ohio, like the main chain of grocery store, it's called Giant Eagle. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy, screw it. You know what, I kinda used that ring for nothing. I didn't know those guys were gonna dip out. In California, let's see, yeah, grocery departments. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, no, we don't have anything like it's, yeah, it's not a department. Is it kind of like Walmart-y in a sense then? Because, like, yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Kind of seems like it's a little Walmart-ish. Oh, this guy's not even going to level up. Whatever, man. I might be able to get him to level up, though, if I force it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to force it. Alright, if he takes this out, and then takes out another guy, he'll level. He's like right there. He doesn't even have to kill him. All he needs to do is hit him. Alright, yeah, so yeah, as far as department store goes, yeah, it's like all we have over here is Walmart. We used to have other places, though. Best way to put it, they have one in Toledo, gotcha. Yeah, we have, like, none out here. Do you guys have, White Castle over there? I would assume that you would. I think that's kind of, like, in that region. Because we used to have... there's no White Castles whatsoever in California. Like, they just have not expanded out that far. Chicago has White Castles, too. Yeah, see, you guys got White Castles. Fuck, what was I going to say? And we used to have one here by me. But they ended up moving out. Oh, yeah, you don't eat there. You don't want to put your body through hell. That's probably why. I love this shit. But, yeah. I think it's one of the best fucking restaurants that's ever existed. I think that the best burger you can ever get is from Rally's or Checkers, though. Whichever one you got. That is if they get your order right. You used to have an A&W? Yeah, we never had an A&W. Yeah, I think I need to fucking heal myself before I do anything here. Does someone heal me, please? Who's got a heal? Here we go. Perfect. This battle is just such absolute shit. I hate this fucking battle so much. It's so slow, man. I think what I'm going to do after this battle is I'm going to kill the stream. I've never had Five Guys, but you know what, though? I do have a Five Guys near me, and I always forget to fucking go there. It's actually near my Walmart, too. That's what's funny. But I think after this battle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the stream, but I think I'm just going to start another stream up. But I'm trying to keep these streams per chapter. This will be the end of chapter 3 here. But yeah, I've never had Five Guys. But yeah, it is right there by my Walmart. I'm trying to think like what else we got. I think like all the shit that we have over here, Ohio's just kind of boring. Like it really doesn't have anything. I mean, like a unique restaurant that I went to before though was out in California. They had In-N-Out. That place is pretty fucking good. I think Rally's is still better though, but In-N-Out is pretty good. In-N-Out, they only got 5 fucking things on the menu. They got soda, they got shakes, they got fries, and they got burgers. So actually 4 things. 4 fucking things on the menu. That's it. It's like the smallest fucking menu ever if you go in there and look. Or you just like go to their drive-thru. If you go through their drive-thru though, man, it is always fucking packed. Like, there's always a long line for In-N-Out. Oh, and I liked Jack in the Box too. Jack in the Box was pretty fucking good. That's the place that I used to go when I would get drunk. Then I would go to Jack in the Box. Right after Katykins would drive me to Jack in the Box, and then I would get like either a chicken sandwich or a fucking whatchamacallit. They sell tacos there, and I used to go there. Okay, so he leveled up, so we're Gucci. Yeah, she still won't let me live down the one time when we went, and I was all fucked up. And short drive from the neighborhood to there, right? And in that short drive, yep, I managed to fucking get sick all over the fucking side of her car. Like big time, really bad. And there was people behind us too, so they probably seen it too. But after I got sick, though, I felt better and I ate my food. But yeah, whenever I bring up Jack in the Box, that's all she can think about now is me fucking chucking on the side of her fucking, Ford Focus that she used to have. Alright, the laser eye battle is fucking donezo. Alright. This next chapter is definitely one of the better ones. Chapter 3 is just absolute ass. Chapter 4 is going to be much better. And that'll also mark our halfway point through it. Yeah, that was the lasting fucking impression. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna kill this stream, and then I'm just going to fire up another one. So if you want to continue the conversation in there, maybe you should just get some rest or something too if you want, you know. But yeah, I think that should be the next course of action. I want to keep the chapters in separate streams. Let's see here. So what are your plans? You gonna rest up, watch something else? You gonna join the next stream? I haven't realized how long you actually been here with me, because I wasn't live on the stream for long, and then when you got in here, you're here for the majority of it. That definitely made, and you know what? And thank you for that, because that definitely made like what I consider to be one of the worst chapters in the game just that much more entertaining. Because yeah, chapter 3 absolutely sucks. But I do like chapter 4. And I will definitely try that Five Guys too. Stop by for a bit. Alright, well, then I'm going to kill this now. If I don't see you, though, if I don't, rest up, feel better, and, you know, you have happy holidays and all that, but hopefully I will see you. So I'm going to kill this for right now, and I'll see you on the other side there. It's not going to take long for me to start up another one. It's going to be, like, quick.